steady, I'ma milk the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with they clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the rolls. If they ain't cutting, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like me now when my pinky's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please. Ludacris fill cups like Double D. Me and Ursh once more when we leaves them dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed that say,
It's a special what's happening to all my soldiers over there in Iraq. Everybody right here. What you need to do is be thankful for the life you got, you know what I'm saying? Stop looking at what you ain't got, start being thankful for what you do got. Let's get it to him, baby girl. Hey! That's right.
Fancy clothes, fancy cars, let me see. We're gonna go far, 'cause everyone knows who you are. So live your life. You steady dressing that big car, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life. Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my life.
Never mind what haters say, ignore them till they fade away. Amazing they are great, but after all the game I gave away. Safe to say I paved the way for you cats to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now had I never saved the day. Consider them my protege, how much I think they should pay. Instead of being gracious, they violate in a major way. I never been a hater, still I love them in a crazy way. Some say they sold the yay and know they couldn't get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white, it has an area that's shaded gray. I'm west side anyway, even if I left today and stayed away. Some move away to make a way, not move away cause they afraid. I brought back to the hood, and all you ever did was take away. I pray for patience, but they make me wanna melt their face away. Like I once made them spray, now I can make them put the K's away. Been thugging all my life, can't say I don't deserve to take a break. You'd rather see me catch a case and watch my future fade away.
A shining star, fancy clothes, fancy cars, and let me see. We're gonna go far, 'cause everyone knows who you are. So live your life. You steady dressing that big car, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life. Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my
I'm the
life.
opposite of moderate, immaculately polished with the spirit of a hustler and the swagger of a college kid. Allergic to the counterfeit, impartial to the politics, articulate, but still a grabber by the collar quick. Whoever having problems with their record sales, just holler tip. If that don't work and all else fails, then turn around and follow tip. I got love for the game, but hey, I'm not in love with all of it. Could do without the fame, and rappers nowadays are comedy. The hooting and the hollering, back and forth with the arguing. Where you from, who you know, what you making, what kind of car you in. Seems as though you lost sight of what's important when depositing them checks into your bank account and you up out of poverty. Your values is in disarray, prioritizing horribly. Unhappy with the riches cause you're piss poor morally. Ignoring all prior advice and forewarning, and we mighty full of ourselves all of a sudden, aren't we?
A shining star, fancy clothes, fancy cars, and let me see. We're gonna go far, 'cause everyone knows who you are. So live your life. You steady dressing that big car, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life.
Milton coaches.
You got a lot of nerve, don't you, baby? I only hit the curb 'cause you made me. You're telling all your friends that I'm crazy, like I'm the only one. Why'd you throw them stones at you? Had a wild heaven on or two, living in your big glass house with the view. I thought you knew I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend, if you couldn't tell. They say teamwork makes a dream work. Hell, I had some help. You thought I'd take the blame for us to crumble and go around like you ain't guilty of something. Already lost the game that you've been running. Guess it's catching up to you. You think that you're so innocent after all that you did. I ain't an angel, you ain't innocent. Can't wash our hands of this. I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend, if you couldn't tell. They say teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some help. It takes two to break a heart in two. Ooh, baby, you blame me, and baby, I blame you. Oh, if that ain't the truth. I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend, if you couldn't tell. They say teamwork makes a dream work. Hell, I had some help.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our officiating crew for tonight's event and for their time and effort to make this a great education-based sporting event. As many of you know, there's been a shortage of officials, but we got some good ones here tonight. And if you are interested in becoming an official yourself, help and be part of the solution and want to give back to high school sports, contact our athletic department today or go to the WIAA website where you can find information how to sign up to be a Wisconsin referee.
Everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back. It's your anthem. My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, amazing views. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this here be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God want me to do. I'm number one out the two, it don't know where I'ma lose. I hate to struggle, but it made me harder. I made it far, but I wanna go farther. This not for me, this for my son and my daughter, my family tree and that order. I'm the chosen one, I'm wearing that jacket. I was down, now I'm up, now I was an underdog, now look who be left. I'm better than you guys, yeah. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall, the champions. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it. The dirt on my neck tried to bury me. Do side on me like that was seasoning. Now this my season. Weathered every storm that was sent my way, but promise you it wasn't easy. Took some patience and grieving. I was believing when no one believed me. I was believing when no one believed me. Now they gotta see me from the nosebleed or the front row. I don't care who I see. Dreams to reality. I'm too real for reality TV. Remember I was piss poor, now I'm writing this song from a balcony. I'm not afraid.
Yeah. It's been a ride. I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one. Now some of you might still be in that place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me. I'll get you there.
You can try and read my lyrics off of this paper before I lay them, but you won't take the sting out these words before I say them. Cause ain't no way I'm gonna let you stop me from causing man. When I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me. So the world feed it beans. It's gassed up. Everything's just stopping me. I'ma be what I set out to be. Without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony. No ifs, ands, or buts. Don't try to ask him why, how can he? From infinite down to the last relapse album, he still whether he's on salary, paid hourly, until he bows out or he just bows out of him. Whichever comes first, for better or worse. He's married to the game, like a f***ing for Christmas. His gift is a curse. Forget the earth, he's got the urge to pull his from the dirt and the whole universe. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to take a stand, take a stand. Everybody, everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm. Whatever weather, cold or warm, just letting you know that you're not alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that the WIAA expects that fans cooperate in displaying good sportsmanship towards the participants, coaches, event workers, and game officials. Please refrain from the use of profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating or taunting actions or chants, as these will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Be aware that individuals throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship will be subject to ejection from Monona Grove High School athletic events. For the safety of our student athletes, in accordance with WIAA bylaws, no spectator is to enter the field of play at any time during or after tonight's contest.
Wanna see you with it, show could treat you right. Give me just a minute, all your time tonight. all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me.
Someone picked you from the bunch. One glance was all it took. Now it's much too late for me. Take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance.
Show you that love.
Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was glad to let you go.
Let you go, baby.
Now since I see you, it is all.
I want you back.
I do now.
I want you back.
Ooh, ooh, baby.
I want you back.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I want you back.
Trying to live without your love is one long sleepless night. Let me show you, girl, that I know wrong from right. Every street you walk on, alley just ain't on the ground. Follow with the girl, I didn't even wanna run. Let me see that. Oh, baby, all I need is one more chance.
Show you that love.
Won't you please let me
Back in your heart.
Oh, darling, I was right to let you go.
Let you go, baby.
But now since I see you, it is done.
It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes. It feels like a perfect night for breakfast at midnight to fall in love with strangers. Yeah, we're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh yeah, tonight's the night when we forget about the deadlines. It's time. Uh-oh, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you.
Hello. Does it work? Are we good? All right, awesome. Is that
saw you in my own two eyes, so you could wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Milton Red Hawks. your Monona Grove Silver Eagles. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the John Clement Athletic Complex and Monona Grove football. Tonight is a Badger Large Conference showdown between the Milton Redhawks and your Monona Grove Silver Eagles. Let's give a warm Silver Eagle welcome to head coach Dan Prowl and his Redhawks from Milton. And now, if you are able, please rise, remove your caps, and let's join the Monona Grove Marching Band for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside John Clement Stadium in Monona, Wisconsin, where Friday Night Lights have finally returned to Monona Grove High School. The Silver Eagles played their first 3 games of this season on Thursday nights and then took to the road last week for their first Friday game of the season. Alongside Max Slater, this is Parker Hagan, ready to guide you along as the Monona Grove Silver Eagles host a new conference foe, the Milton Redhawks. Milton is 4-0 this season, though their wins have all come against teams who, at the moment, are no better than 2-2. Their conference schedule so far includes wins against Sun Prairie West, 35-6, and Oregon, 12-7. Those 2 programs have been some of the less successful programs in the Badger Large so far this season. Monona Grove, 3-1 so far, 1-1 conference record, coming off a big 31-24 win last week on the road at then 8th-ranked DeForest, 8th-ranked in the state in Division II. Silver Eagles took down the Norskies in a game where QB Jace Thompson attempted just 8 passes and yet threw for 120 yards, a touchdown, and no picks. Max, I've heard from plenty of sources it's supposed to be a good game tonight.
Oh, yes. Milton coming in at 4-0, ranked number 10 in the state right now in D2. I mean, personally, I think Monona Grove probably should have been ranked ahead of them, but that's just my opinion. But it's going to be a great game coming forward. Combined 7-1 in the season, these 2 teams, and really looking forward to kickoff coming up.
You know, if you defeat a ranked team, you think you should be able to take their spot or some king of the hill type of thing, right?
But no, this is a really good team, Milton, so really looking forward to it.
Milton won the coin toss, elected to defer. For the Silver Eagles, it is Chase Cinco back deep left.
Looks like Gavin Williams back deep right.
Gavin Williams is back deep right. Milton will kick south to north as we see it. It is right to left on your screen. The opening kick underway. It looks to be going to Williams. He'll receive it at the 1, brings it up the left hash marks, cutting left to the 15-yard line, taking down a couple yards past just outside the left hash marks at about the 18-yard line. That is where Monona Grove will start its opening drive.
Brought down by Gavin Cole, the junior defensive back. And, yeah, looking forward to see what this MG offense can do in an encore from last week. I was able to go to that game last week in DeForest, and the offensive line and the running game looked astounding last week.
Absolutely. Ball's officially marked at the 19-yard line, left hash marks. 1st and 10 MG, 11:53 remaining in this opening quarter. Still very early on, and here comes Jace Thompson, QB1 for the Silver Eagles. 104.9 passer rating so far this season. Back to his right, takes on 1st and 10, hands off to Habeck, the main man, up to the 20-yard line. Passed it to the 21 for a short gain of 2 on 1st down, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, you always want to get more yards than that on 1st down, but 2 yards, nothing hurt doing there.
Gains 2 on the play.
Ball's marked just inside the left hashes.
Notice MG's going with a 2 tight end set early here, something they've really been trying to do to establish the run.
1 receiver wide either side. Back to Thompson's left, takes, hands off to Habeck again, trying to scramble to the right, and he's going to be tackled for a loss back near the 15-yard line. They'll mark at the 16. So officially a loss of 5 on that play, and kudos to the Milton defense on that one.
Yeah, nothing going so far. And again, Milton last week held Oregon, what was it, 1 touchdown?
7 points.
7 points, yeah. I mean, Oregon, that's a solid program. I mean, it's not like they're not world beaters, but 7 points to a program like that is really good. It's a defense you need to watch out for here.
3rd and 13, ball's at the 16-yard line. Thompson got somebody to jump.
There is a penalty.
And they might get a couple of free yards. Looks like they will. Move that ball up 5 yards for defensive offsides.
Against Milton.
I find it interesting Milton going with 5 down linemen here on 3rd and long, even with MG switching to 11 personnel. Just a little, I mean, teams do what works good for them, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. Probably generates a pretty good pass rush. We'll see coming up here.
Well, it's become 3rd and manageable. Thompson scrambling to his left on 3rd down, has a man down the field, but it's incomplete. Pass intended for Calward, just a little short. It'll bring up 4th down, and the punt team comes on for MG. Hans Hafley ready to kick this one away.
You know, not the way you want to start the game for the Silver Eagles, but, I mean, we can see what the defense can do now. So
10:39 remaining, opening quarter. Hafley back at the 8-yard line. 4th and 8, Silver Eagles electing to punt from the right hash marks.
Back deep from Milton is senior returner Braden Hill.
Low snap, Hafley catches, boots it away, past the midfield marker. Fair catch called for at the 45-yard line. And Braden Hill gets the Milton offense on the field at their own 45.
And something to note, last week Milton actually did block a punt against Oregon deep in their own territory, which led to a touchdown. So I'm guessing Monona Grove practiced a lot of blocking for the punter this week, knowing Milton can generate that rush on a punt. So.
Tyler Zeal, the QB for Milton, comes out with a QB rating of just over 107.
He's had a really good season. You watch film on them, their offense runs through him. They do a lot as 2 wide receivers, more of like a run and shoot type of offense, and he's the focal point of their offense.
Man in motion, that's Jones. Here's the snap to Zeal. Quick throw to the far side, complete. Jones has it across the 50-45, out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Completion of 15 yards and a Milton 1st down on 1 play.
Looked like a miscommunication there on defense with Jones running across into the flat. Usually you have someone coming over to get him there, but it was wide open on the field, so let's see what they're going to do here.
Ball's at the right hash marks, MG's 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Zeal back to his left, 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. And the snap to Zeal, hands off on 1st and 10, breaking through tackles, and up to the 36-yard line or so is their running back, number 4, Charlie Fitzke. Gets to the 36, rush of 4, 2nd and 6 upcoming.
That's a fun name to say, Fitzke, coming through. He's another really good player to watch for, too, starting as a junior. I mean, this is they've won 4 games, a very good Milton team, so obviously doing some things right on offense.
Yeah, nothing to discount, even though they've been against certainly teams on the lower end of the spectrum, if you will. Mm-hmm. But getting 4 wins is still something to be proud of regardless. 2nd and 10, Fitzke tackled for a loss.
D'Lo Clay getting in there.
D'Lo Clay on the stop, back to the 37-yard line. Nice loss of 1 forced by the MG defense.
That's how it started last week against the Forest, too. First drive of the game, D'Lo comes in on 2 straight plays against TFLs. I mean, I know a few weeks ago when I was on the broadcast, I said this over and over, but that kid is special.
Absolutely. 3rd and 7 now. Ball's on the right hash marks. Zeal back to his right. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Once again, sends a man in motion. That's Churchwell. And Zeal takes, looking to throw on 3rd down. Has a man. Tackled before the line to gain. Pass was complete to Biddick, number 17.
Really
up
good,
to the up to the 34-yard line.
Carson McConnell making the tackle on that one. Really good job because that was Churchwell making the catch, right? He was coming in motion across the field, picked him up, and stayed on. I mean, great adjustment, especially from that first play when they had the guy motioning across and they target him. Now that adjustment where they're picking him up and making that play.
Biddick only got to the 34, so it's 4th and 4.
They're going for it, it looks like.
8.5 minutes remaining, and yes, Milton is showing the go for it offense. We'll see if they just try and make MG jump. They send McLaughlin in motion to the near side, and we get a timeout. Looks like it was just a jump. So the attempt to make the MG defense jump does not work out, and I would imagine, you think maybe they try and go for it again, Max?
I think they do. I mean, you're at the 4. No, you're inside the 35. Yeah, you don't punt from there. I mean, it's only
certainly
4
plus
yards.
territory.
Yeah. I mean, usually high school kickers can't make that kick. That's usually like a guaranteed you go for it type range there.
It would be a 51-yard try if they did go for it. We've seen some pretty special things from kickers. Not here in Wisconsin, though, unfortunately. Zeal is on the field, so it does look like they're going to go for it again. Fitzke is the back, lines up to his right. Ball's on the left hash marks. Redhawks moving right to left as we see it, south to north. 8:20 remaining in the first. Zeal back to throw, and the man dropped the ball. The pass was intended for Churchwell, and Monona Grove will take over at its own 34-yard line after forcing a Milton turnover on downs.
Play was made by Mekhi Fowler, the sophomore. He had an outstanding game last week on defense. I think he had an interception. There's a few times where DeForest has a really good receiver, Nick Hermanson, and Fowler was on him like the whole game. There was a few times they'd throw one-on-one balls deep, and he would play these balls perfectly, hitting them right in time, turning his head in time, playing the ball, and not the man. It was really good, really promising to see, and it's good to see him make that play right there.
Back on offense is Jace Thompson and the Silver Eagles. Back to his left is Habeck. Man in motion, Worth. Thompson will keep it himself on 1st and 10. Breaks through tackles to the 40, 45-50. Running down the right sideline, 40, 35-30. Good goal, and he's out of bounds inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. What a run from Jace Thompson.
That's what they want to do, run the ball. And when you get both the quarterback and the running back going, that's when your running game really gets going. That's why they have those 2 tight ends out there going to the same formation again.
About a 41-yard rush on that last play, and Thompson on 1st and 10 completes to Preston Hummer. We'll see where they mark him. Looks like inside the 25 to 22.
I really like them getting the ball in Hummer's hands right here. He's kind of had a slow start target-wise here. I mean, them switching to more of a run-heavy offense kind of came at like his expense on the outside, but I don't know. He's a really good ball player, so getting him involved early and just getting his confidence back up is a really good call by the coaches there.
2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line of Milton. Thompson with a back to his left, and he lost it. He lost the football. I think
Milton has it.
Milton has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped the clock. Just an unforced error.
No, we have it. Wow. Who got on that?
Unclear who got on top of that fumble.
It was either 19 or 50. It was either Zach Drazen or Alex Knops, one of those 2.
Either way, great heads-up football by those guys. Gives MG another chance at it. 3rd and 9, ball's at the 24.
Going 2 receivers and a tight end to the left side, field side.
Thompson, a long count, will check to the near sideline. Habeck is to his right. Clock running, 7:20 to go in the first.
Milton's still going with the 5-down lineman here. Kind of surprised.
Habeck moves to Thompson's left, and he breaks through tackles on 3rd down inside the 20. Still short of the 1st down line. Gets to the 18, just a couple yards short of the marker. It'll bring up 4th down. And MG is showing go for it. Coach Beckwith, not one that likes to kick field goals very often, though we have seen a couple from him this season. So we'll see if MG tries that whole draw him off sides gig. Thompson with a back to his right, back there again.
I would not be shocked if we get a designed run to number 9 here.
It is a keeper. Thompson is looking to throw. Has a
Got
man
him.
in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown.
Jackson Blotz making the catch. He's had, for a number 2 tight end, he's had a great year in the receiving game so far. Usually like 1 or 2 catches a game. Always open like somewhere deep down the field. Great job finding a way to get open there.
18-yard touchdown reception from Thompson to Jackson Blotz. 6-0 MG pending the extra point.
Great play. That's an offensive staff that knows how defenses are going to scout him right there with that rollout, because usually that is a Thompson keeper, and just a really good job to just leak out Blotz and have him open.
Extra point, a low snap, kick placement, up and good. Silver Eagles take an early 7-0 lead just under halfway through this first quarter. 6:27 to go. And you think MG has to be feeling good about that one, Max?
Oh, yeah, great way to respond after the 3 and out. And again, what the identity of this team has been this year is just physicality on the offensive and defensive lines. And again, they did that right there again with the O-line. And that's honestly the reason I think they're winning right now, all these games, is the physicality is back. Like, I mean, of course, like over the last like half decade or so, we've had some really good guys, but like the identity of those teams like about 10 years ago that would contend for state and win state was they were physical and they were mean, and this identity is back watching them on the lines.
Coming into a new realigned Badger Conference, too, with a lot of powerhouses like Wanakee, DeForest, Sun Prairie East. This schedule is not an easy one for the Silver Eagles. They are showing, like you said, a lot of resiliency so far this season. This would be another big win if they can get it tonight. Just every step they can take.
A little bit early on that one, but
still
good
plenty
so
of
far.
game to
Yeah,
be played.
Yeah.
Jesus Garcia is going to line up and kick this one away for the Silver Eagles. And back deep to receive.
I can't see the numbers.
I can't see the numbers either. We got a good old pole blocking my field of vision. Hopefully those of you watching along with us can see him at home. Garcia with the run-up and the swing of the right leg. He boots this one away. Going to be caught at the 15-yard line. Run up to the 20, 25, breaks a tackle 30. And past the 35-yard line to the 40 is Charlie Fitzke, the running back. Also their return man.
Brought down by junior linebacker Mason Mabee.
Ball's marked at the 38-yard line. So Milton going to take over in roughly the same spot that MG started their last drive. Couple yards less to go. As Zeal comes back out onto the field after his team turned it over on downs. Back to his right on 1st and 10. 2 receivers right.
Got 2 tight ends in there now.
Here's the snap to Zeal, looking to throw, instead keeps it himself, runs up the middle, tripped up inside the 45. Marked down at the 43. So a gain of 5 on the play on the QB keeper. 6 minutes remaining in the first. And we'll see what Milton elects to go with here on 2nd and 5.
I wouldn't be surprised if Milton tries to run the ball a little bit more here, because, I mean, they are like more of a pass-heavy team, but they got some big boys on that offensive line, and the way MG likes to run the ball, they might want to try and control the clock a little bit too.
2 receivers right, 1 on the left. Zeal's got it back to his right again. Somebody moved on the D-line, didn't jump off sides, and now Zeal is tackled back near the original line of scrimmage. A sack for about 5.
D'Lo and Nick Gallagher, and then you also see Jesus Garcia flying in around there too. Design blitz there, you see Chase Yanko coming in off the strong side edge, but there's a really good pass rush this year. I love watching them when QBs drop back. They have guys that get after it.
Zeal sacked back to the 38-yard line, so we set up 3rd and 10 with about 5 minutes to go in the quarter.
Think they do motion again here? Been doing a lot of that on.
They have been doing a lot of that, and we saw it work on the very first play of the game with that scramble. Zeal is back to throw on third down. Nice pass coverage from number 3, Tyler Donkersgood.
Great defense.
Helps
That was a
bat
pretty
it
good
away
pass,
incomplete.
too. Like, that was right where that ball needed to be, but the receiver had a chance, but Donkersgood gave him, like, the smallest window you could, so great defense.
That defense by MG is going to force Milton to punt it away in their own half. 4th and 10. Back to receive is Cal Worth.
Send the rush.
Oh. And that ball's a high fly ball. Calling the wrong
Risky catch
sport.
by Worth.
Worth makes the grab at the 40 of Monona Grove. So a punt of probably about 30 yards or so. A little more.
And that rush looks like it obviously affected the punt right there. They sent about just about everyone trying to get after. Almost got there, but.
Well, you said Milton was able to block a punt last week. Maybe MG watched some film on that.
They did. We got to do it too.
Thompson back out for his third series of the first quarter. 4:37 remaining, and the Silver Eagles with a 7-0 lead.
Still sticking with the 2 tight end set.
Thompson takes first down. Quick throw to Worth, complete. Up the right sideline, past the 45 to the 47-yard line. Tackled inbounds. They mark at the 48. Nice pass completion of 8 yards from Thompson to Worth. Brings up 2nd and short.
And the screen game's working for MG. The offense is humming, so we see that going. They're going 2 to the boundary. Sorry, my bad. Worth coming.
Worth in motion. Thompson keeps it himself. Past the 50-yard line. He got the first down to the Milton 49-yard line. 3-yard QB keeper. Good for a first down.
A lot of times when they do that, when they have Worth in motion on the jet and Thompson keeps it, I mean, those plays don't work if you don't have a receiver like Cal Worth keeping the defense honest. Like, if you see him coming in motion, those linebackers are like, oh, crap, we got to make sure 11's not getting the ball.
Quick snap, and Haback on 1st and 10 is quickly met by the Milton defense. Tackled for a loss back to the MG 49. Loss of 2 will bring up 2nd and 12.
Nothing going for Haback in the running game, and not exactly his fault from what I'm seeing. He's getting the ball, and he's got guys in his face right away. But I don't know. Milton, let's talk about the line of scrimmage in our last possession. Milton's winning it right now on this drive.
Thompson, 2nd and 12, scrambling to his left, looking to throw it. Fires far side, almost caught by Hummer, had a hand on it, but couldn't bring it in.
Is incomplete to Monona Grove, but a nice catch by the Milton coach.
Be 3rd and 10, or rather 3rd and 12 with 3:10 to go. From MG zone 49, the line to gain is the 39-yard line. MG hurry up offense, then a long count. Habeck is to Thompson's right. 2 receivers left, and it looks like one on the right as well. Hewitt Mayfield is on the near side.
Looks man to the field side. Wonder if they're going to try and attack that.
Thompson back to throw it. Now keeps it himself. Scrambles up the right side. 50, 45, 40. Out of bounds. Past the line to gain. He got to the 35 of Milton. And a 16-yard rush from Thompson keeps those chains moving.
It's awesome having a quarterback that can do that on 3rd down.
Well, and he's the holder, so you can turn an extra point into a 2-point attempt if you need to.
Yep.
1st and 10 at the Milton 35-yard line. 3:03 to go in this opening stanza. Ball's on the right hash marks. Thompson back to his right, 2 receivers left. And on 1st and 10, Thompson looking to throw it. Has some time, fires deep, and that ball's incomplete.
Looks a little miscommunication downfield with Hummer and Thompson. Hummer shut it down while Thompson kept going. But
coverage on the play by Gavin Cole of Milton.
Give the offensive line some credit on that one. They gave him a nice clean pocket with 5 rushers coming. I mean, you can see Habeck and then the left tackle just working on that one guy trying to come in. And really good effort.
And it was a nice spiral by Thompson, too. Just couldn't find Hummer in the right spot. So 2nd and 10, and they'll try it again from the 35. Handoff to, Thompson keeps it himself up the right sideline. Just inside the 35. He got to the 31. Gain of 4 on the play.
And something I'm curious about for the rest of this game, with Milton running that 5-down scheme on the defensive line, they really can't hide anything they're doing in the secondary. So especially look to the field side the last few drives. They've had those 2 guys out in the island with no help. And, I mean, obviously Halverson sees that. I'm curious if they're going to start attacking that at some point, either in the flat or deep, because there's maybe over the middle there's some help, but in the flat and deep there is nothing.
Both Habeck and Habelwitz are in there at running backs. Thompson with one of them to either side. 3rd and 6 from the 31. It's a QB pass, and he has a man inside the 25. Thompson, he dropped it. The pass intended for Hummer fell incomplete. Couldn't quite see if Hummer had a hand on it or just dropped it. Either way, 4th and 6 in plus territory, and you have to believe they're going to go for it here.
You think so, yeah. Do they move Hollywood's up? Yeah, they're going 11 personnel. Mayfield checking in the game.
Thompson, 4th and 6, is going to check the sideline for the play again. 2:44 remaining in the opening quarter. Habeck is in there. One receiver wide left. Worth and Mayfield wide right, and Worth caught it in the end zone on 4th and 6. Another touchdown. And this time a 31-yard completion from Jace Thompson to Cal Worth.
He's been the number one they've needed this year with the departure of Isaiah Erb. I mean, Worth's been putting up numbers for 3 years now, but he has really stepped up so far in this passing game. And, I mean, that was a solid throw from Thompson, but Worth just made that catch look really easy getting under there.
It almost looked like it was a bit of a Hail Mary, at least from the little snippet that I saw there at the end. But either way, it's points on the board, and happily boots the extra point right through the uprights to make it 14-0 with 2:38 to go in the opening quarter.
We have 14-0 now? That's a good way to start it. I don't know, we were talking pregame about it, and you said you thought it would be probably a pretty close game, which is a solid prediction. I said it would be about 18-point spread, to be honest.
Well, you seem to be right through about one.
Yeah,
There's still plenty of ball to be played, though.
Parker, I wasn't so right for that game. The Janesville Parker.
No, he said that one was going to be
I thought it was going to be pretty close, yeah.
And MG just blew both of us out of the water in a great way.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So I wasn't at the one at key game, but Parker, what were your main takeaways from Monona Grove's performance in that one?
I was a little surprised just how well they were able to do considering how good of a program Wanakee is. I mean, they kind of stayed in it toward the end, I would say so. And they had an onside kick recovery with 9 minutes or so in the fourth quarter, down 2 scores, I think. So, I mean, like we've said earlier in this broadcast, this team has a lot of resiliency. And even against teams where they know they're not going to do too well, Wanakee being one of the best programs in the state in football, to say you went and you put up 21 points against Wanakee is pretty good.
Obviously, inside the building, they're disappointed in that performance, though. Knowing Coach Beck and what he thinks about just what every other team in the area, especially Wanakee, a loss, especially at home, was definitely probably not sit well. But, again, I watched some of that on your live stream, and I was encouraged by a lot of the signs they had.
Garcia boots it away on the kickoff. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line. To continue what I was saying, Max, I think the beginning of that game started a lot like the Badgers in Alabama. Yeah. I hate to say it, but MG got out to a lead at one point. I think they were ahead 7-3. And, they couldn't really keep it together. They found some momentum toward the end, but by that point, Wanakee had already gotten far enough ahead that things weren't going so well. Unfortunately, that's what happened with Wisconsin and Alabama. I was at that game.
They got a fullback in the game now for Milton.
Zeal on 1st and 10. for the Red Hawks. Hands it off, and stuffed pretty quickly is Charlie Fitzke. Up to the 23.
Switching to a bit of a pistol look. They do mix it up on offense, Milton does. They'll switch between going the 4 receivers to 11 personnel, putting the fullback in.
And a correction, it was Reese Jones on the carry, not Fitzke. I believe
is that Jones back there again?
Yeah, he's back there again.
Can you tell who the H-back is there?
I cannot see Milton's numbers all too well from this vantage point. Zeal back to throw on second down. Has some time, is going to take it himself, cutting left, tripped up just inside the 30-yard line. We'll see where they spot him. Get him at the 29, so 3rd and 1 upcoming.
Great open field play by Jenner.
Jenner Zaitzius, the senior.
Did just enough to lunge out there and get at his shoestrings and get him down.
Hey, you got to take what you can get.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line of Milton as the first quarter begins to wind down.
Going heavy here.
One receiver to the right. And now Fitzke is back in there for the Red Hawks. We got a whistle. And Milton maybe saw something they didn't like. They call their second timeout of the half. And just one timeout remaining in this half with still the entire second quarter to be played.
I mean, it is a big 3rd down here. You're down 2 touchdowns. Your defense isn't making stops right now. Momentum-wise, they really need to have a good drive on offense to push a score in. So,
well, it'll all start with if they can move these chains here.
Yep. I mean, it's not time to go for on 4th down yet. Or, that'd be way early for that. But especially them going with that heavy formation, they probably just want to see how MG would align to that because they haven't seen how they do that yet. So that's just my guess. I'm not coaching for a reason, so they know what they're doing, obviously. But
you were a former player, so you knew a little bit of what Beck was doing.
Yeah. At least the whole staff there. They got a lot of great minds down there, and yeah.
Zeal with a back to his left on 3rd and 1 out of the timeout. Silver Eagles up 14-0 on the Milton Red Hawks. D-line had to scramble to get in formation. Here's the handoff to Fitzke. Gets the first down up to the 32.
Like Nick Gallagher on the tackle.
Maybe that's the start of a sustained drive for Milton. We'll see what they can make of it. Ball's on their own 32-yard line. A minute to go in the first. Make a substitution. Cummins comes out. And I think they brought Jones back in.
Yeah, it looks like they're going 2 tight end here. A little bit of an ace formation.
One receiver either side. Now Jones goes in motion behind the QB. Snap to Zeal. QB keeper. Breaks free up the middle, left hash marks. Nobody in front of him. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10.
Did he get him down?
Habeck got him down just before the goal line.
I think that was Mekhi Fowler, actually.
That was Mekhi Fowler.
Amazing effort. I mean, obviously, you don't like the way that play turned out, but great effort to save a touchdown there from Fowler.
They're going to make him work a little bit harder just to punch it in. Ball's marked on the 1-yard line. That's a 67-yard rush from their QB, Tyler Zeal. And we'll see if Milton is just going to let this clock run down or not.
That's the kind of play from Fowler that they're going to be talking about all week when they're like, we need the effort. We need you to do what Mekhi did last week. And that was outstanding. Not many guys keep going after that.
Milton decides to run down the rest of the clock, so that brings us to the end of the first quarter. The score, Monona Grove 14, Milton 0, though they're about to punch it in, and we are now going to send you down to the third member of our team, sideline reporter Grayson Ebert. Grayson, what you got for us?
Hi, this is Grayson Ebert coming to you from the sideline of John Clement Stadium. a beautiful evening so far, and we're here to watch some football. And as of right now, your Silver Eagles of Monona Grove are up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. It's been a great game so far, very competitive, and I loved the offensive drives that this Silver Eagles team has been able to put together. So, yeah, really looking forward to the rest of the game, and I'll see you later.
Grayson, thanks for the insight. Max, what are your thoughts on the first?
First quarter? I mean, 14-0, you'll take that. I mean, you don't like that Milton's first to go on the one, but, I mean, all in all, I mean, still good teams. I'm really intrigued by the way the lines are playing on both sides. I know I've said that a lot right now, but, like, especially, like, I've never seen, like, a 5-2-5, or, like, sorry, a 5-2-4 Milton plays on defense. Kind of interesting, so.
We begin the second quarter, 1st and goal on the 1. Zila back to his left, going to hand off on first down and stopped. Back near the 4-yard line, marked at the 3.
Like Gallagher and Zaitis get in on that one. Gives a little room to work with on defense, too. That's nice.
I was just about to say that. Gives the Silver Eagles a little bit more breathing room. 2nd and goal from the 3. Milton still huddled, trying to figure out how to punch this one in. What would cap a 70-yard touchdown drive or so, if they can do so. Actually, it'd be an 80-yard drive, the opening kick in the end zone for a touchback. And 2nd and goal. Like you just said, stuffed again. Fitzke was stuffed at the 3-yard line. He got back there.
Looked like D'Lo and Collin get in on that one.
Like you said, Max, D'Lo is coming up big for these Silver Eagles. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal. Ball was on the 1-yard line. Now it's back to the 3. Inside the left hash marks towards the far sideline. Milton is moving left to right in this second quarter, north to south.
4 receivers here. Interesting move this close to the goal line.
And Zeal with a back to his right, sends a man in motion. Looks to throw. Quick screen pass and hit. Incomplete, the pass falls.
Oh, no, they can't throw a flag on that.
What did they get him for?
Maybe that was Mackay. Was that Fowler or was that McConnell? That was Mackay Fowler.
You think maybe a late hit out of bounds?
I don't know, but that was a heck of a play right there. He came all the way across the field to get his guy in motion and still made, like, I mean, I'm kind of out of words for the kind of drive Fowler's had right now. It has been outstanding. If they get him for unnecessary roughness, I'm going to be a little bit upset about that.
Let's see what the white hat says. Of course, the head official here. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Monona Grove.
Maybe he said something after, because if it was unnecessary roughness, they'd do that.
So it's half the distance to the goal, but it's still 4th down. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 1.5-yard line.
I typically thought that would be automatic first, but I guess not.
Yardage didn't give it to him. Zeal to throw it on 4th down. Does he have a man? He does. Into the end zone goes Vinny Churchwell for Milton's opening score of this contest. They bring it to within 1 scoring play. 6 for Milton, 14 for MG, pending the extra point.
I mean, that offense for them, where they're putting guys in motion, getting them open the flat and over the middle, it's really working for them. You can tell Milton's watched a bit of the Miami Dolphins a little bit. See what Mike McDaniel does down there. Works for them really well. So
Cole is the holder. Weinert is the kicker for Milton, set to attempt the extra point. Gets ready, snap placement, kick on the way, and it is good. So Milton brings it to within 7 with 10:24 to go in the second quarter. Monona Grove 14, Milton 7.
That's too bad for Mackay Fowler now. He just had the drive of his life on defense right there, and all it's going to be remembered is that penalty at the end. But, I mean, underclassman mistake he's going to learn as he gets older.
And nothing you can hang your head over for too long.
No.
Just got to forget about it. Let this offense go down the field and score again.
Do you remember the last time you seen a corner hit that hard? Unlike
That
playing
was
the
a
flat.
big hit.
Usually don't see corners hit like that. He's a sophomore, too. I mean, what's he listed at? 165, so like he's not small for a high school corner, but still, like, that was impressive. Oh, last week Chase Yanko had a really big hit, forced a fumble into Forrest. Like, we got some hitters on defense, so.
Weinert's going to kick this one away for the Milton Redhawks from the right hash marks as the Silver Eagles get ready to drive south to north. Back to receive. I believe it's Chase Inko and Gavin Williams again.
Has Williams been returning the whole year?
I think so.
Okay.
I know they've had Habeck back there too at some point.
So, no, usually when there's a depth for it, Beck likes to have a guy that's just their returner. So maybe Gavin Williams is going to be that guy.
And I know Chase Inko did a lot of kick returns last year. Kick is away. Looks to be going back to Williams. Received inside the 15. Cutting left to the
good.
30, 35, 40. Out of bounds just at the 40-yard line. Nice return of about 25 to 30 yards, somewhere in that vicinity.
He ran hard, too. One of the scariest things you can do in football is be a kick returner and see those guys coming right down at you. It's easy to kind of freeze up and slow down, but he sprinted. That's what you like to see out of your returners. We're fearless.
And it'll bring some pretty good field position to the Silver Eagles as Thompson looks to break the 20-point barrier in the first half.
So going to two tight ends again.
And a back to Thompson's right. Tremaine Habeck back out there. Thompson sends Worth in motion, hands off to Habeck on 1st and 10. Running left the 40, 45, 50, into Milton territory, and a 15-yard rush from Tremaine Habeck gives the Silver Eagles another first down.
Just a good job staying patient by him and seeing the bounce on the outside. Looked like a design run to the inside, but you know when that's not there and the outside's open, taught to bounce, and great job by him.
Ball's at the left hash marks. Thompson goes hurry up, hands to Habeck again, and this time they'll get him right at the line of scrimmage. Milton not fooled twice on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 45 of Milton.
2nd and 10.
Looks like they're going to go two tight ends to the right side, the field side, with both receivers split out.
Back to Thompson's left. And it was a design snap right to Habeck, or was it? Either way, scampers forward, uses the defense to get a couple more yards inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the way that block scheme was is usually how they block for a design QB run. So, I mean, if that was intentional, that was probably one of the best plays you could have that intentionally on, but it worked out just fine.
Turns into a rush of 6 for Tremaine Habeck. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 from the 39-yard line.
They're going with 3 tight ends here.
Thompson takes on 3rd down, keeps it himself inside the 35 to the 33. Got the first down and then a couple more. And the Silver Eagles move the change. Chains move. 6-yard complete, or rather 6-yard rush. Ball's on the left hash mark. Silver Eagles look to the near sideline for the play. 8.5 minutes to go till the break. Thompson with it back to his right. One receiver wide. And Thompson back to throw it. Fires right side incomplete. Intended for Preston Hummer. Ball fell just a little bit short.
Heavy pressure from Jonathan.
Good pass rush.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Nice pressure by Milton Redhawks on that last play.
Colin Hollywood's checking into the game. They're going 2 backs now. Still going with 2 tight ends. Only 1 receiver. Looks like Preston Hummer split out to the field side of the right.
Deuce is wild, you might say. Handoff to Habowitz. Cuts up the left sideline inside the 20. Nice rush from the younger brother of Gavin Habowitz.
Looked a bit like him on that one.
A 14-yard rush, or rather a 13-yard rush, gets to the 20-yard line. Just goes to show you the depth of these running back room here. Thompson will hand off to Habowitz again. Inside the 15 he goes, down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, usually at this point you'll see D'Lo or Chase Yanko or Colin get some more work, but I see him roll with Tremaine and let the defensive guys play some more defense.
MG goes tempo. Thompson going to hand off to Habowitz again. Gets close to the 10-yard line. They'll mark him at the 13. So about 2 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and 3.
What do you think they do here, Parker?
I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see another rush. Things have been working for him so far.
I think 4-down territory here, too, possibly.
Absolutely. Habowitz keeps it, and he's met by the Redhawks.
That's going to be close.
Forward progress gets him to the 12. So 4th and 2 coming up. And like we just said...
Well, they're bringing D'Lo in.
Well, there's only one thing that can happen in that case. They are going for it.
Yep.
They're going to step back and make sure everybody knows what they're doing here. 6:55 and counting until the halftime break. Ball is at the 12-yard line. Line to gain.
Oh, they're
the
going
10.
straight T.
And they're going straight to D'Lo. Dives over the Redhawks. Gets the first down. Inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, MG.
Man, I love seeing that. This is doing the old school T formation. MG usually doesn't do that very often. That was spread option. I mean, you can tell why they kind of held up a little bit and just bam straight right up to it. Milton was definitely not expecting that because I don't think they've ran something like that in like at least 5 years. So, we're doing it again.
And they get right up to the line. They're doing it again. This time Thompson's going to keep it. Fires to the right sideline. It's intercepted. There is a flag on the play, so we'll see if it comes back at all.
Curious if it was a hold or not. Usually that'd be in the vicinity of an offensive hold.
There is a penalty flag on the field.
But it should only help the Silver Eagles, so.
We have to address the penalty marker. If this stands, it would be Thompson's first interception. It is an offensive hold, so the penalty gets declined, and 1st and goal turns into 1st and 10 Milton, though they are deep in their own territory.
Defense really needs to stop here. I mean, driving down the field thinking, we're going to be up 2 scores again, but now you turn it over and chance to tie it. And Milton gets the sorry. After halftime, Milton gets the ball too. I mean, obviously it's not like that late in the half yet, but just like scoring opportunity-wise, really need to stop here.
Well, we've seen the defense come up with those stops before, so they're certainly capable. But can they come up big? 1st and 10 for the Redhawks. Snap to Zeal. And he's going to keep it himself on 1st down. Got stopped pretty close to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got 1. He is up to the 23, so they'll give him 1 yard on the QB keeper. 2nd and 9 from the 23.
Look like they're giving Jesus Garcia some work at the end. Will Knick off the field, which is kind of surprising. I hope he's not hurt because usually a guy like him's going to be out there for every defensive snap.
2nd and 9. Zeal with a back to his right. Sends a man in motion. Now going downfield. Screen pass. Incomplete.
Or they haven't blown that dead yet.
Lateral. If that's a lateral pass.
That's a fumble. They call that a fumble.
Somebody got on top of it. We have to see if it's a forward pass. Was that Chase Yinko that got on top of that football?
Yeah.
Yes,
it looks like the refs are going to defer on this one or talk about it.
If it was a lateral pass, it's MG football because Chase Yinko got on top of it.
It looks like they call it incomplete.
Incomplete.
That was one of those that was really close. Hate to be a ref on one of those with the.
That reminds me, was it the Packers 49ers divisional where there was some Packers game, I think, where there was a pass that Green Bay recovered that should have been a lateral, but they ruled it an incomplete forward pass.
Possibly. I mean, I watched most of the games, but I don't remember that one, so maybe I'm not as good as fan as I thought I was. But
either way, 3rd and 9 for the Milton Redhawks in their own territory. Zeal looking to throw, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 21, Cohen Lewick. That'll bring up 4th down.
Good coverage, Worth in coverage, and Yinko was getting ready to lay the boom on that one if he caught that ball.
So coming on to punt will be the kicker as well, Weinert. does everything you can do in football with your legs.
So we got Worth and Donkersgood back to receive.
4th and 9, 5:26 to go until the break. Snap to Weinert, boots it away.
Hoblowitz almost got
More
there.
of a squib kick. And Tyler Donkersgood returns it from just inside MG's own half to inside the Milton 45-yard line. They mark him at the 41, and the Silver Eagles will take over in plus territory.
Donkersgood had a really good return against DeForest last week. He's a fearless guy out there. If we haven't seen him lay the boom on one of these hits yet, but there's going to be a time this year where I think you're just going to see him probably take someone's head off in the flat at some point. He's a hitter, and he's pretty fearless running the ball too. So
Ball's on the right hash marks. 1st and 10, Monona Grove after that nice 3-and-out defensive stop. Thompson takes on 1st down, hands to Worth, scrambles left, now up the middle, inside the 40 to the 37.
Worth on the carry for a couple of yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
And still going the 2 tight end set. Not a lot of Hewitt Mayfield. Usually when they go with 3 receivers, they'll get Hewitt some action. But, I mean, whatever's working for you with the tight ends.
Hummer was coming out to the near side, trotted back, and now goes back out there.
Well, they got 4 eligibles to the boundary. See what they do here.
They send Worth near side. Now quick throw from Thompson, caught by Hummer inside the 35. And he might have gotten the 1st down. No, he didn't. He's a yard short. Up to the 32, 5-yard pass completion.
Just short of the 1st down.
3rd and 1. We'll have to see if they bring up that T formation again.
I don't think they got the personnel for that right now, but that was awfully fun when they did it.
And Milton's going to take their final timeout of the half. 4:15 to go. Somebody might not have liked what they saw.
Yeah, I mean, again, another really big 3rd down here. I mean, obviously Milton would probably want to have that timeout in case they get a chance to drive. But, I don't know. You talk about momentum in high school football. You got to have it, and getting down 2 scores at halftime, it kills you sometimes. So
Zweifel doing his old scores around the area gig again. We talked about it on the Janesville Parker broadcast, but both Max and I were fooled when he first started doing that.
Well, it'll be that, and then I remember when the Cubs were making their run in 2016, Zweif's a big Cubs fan, so he'd say the Cubs score on the broadcast, and I was like, oh, that's a real score, and then he'd continue with the scores around the area, and I was like, oh.
He'll get you like that.
Yeah.
He's a great coach, too, over in boys basketball and boys golf. Great guy to work with for a program. Thompson on 3rd down, keeps it, gets inside the 30, a 1st down, and then some. Forward progress, the 27-yard line, 5-yard QB keeper, 1st and 10, Monona Grove.
How much time we got? Just about 4 minutes?
Yeah, 4 minutes exactly.
Plenty of time.
And all 3 timeouts if it gets down to it, which might end up being MG trying to stop the clock on a Milton possession. Habeck takes on 1st and 10, up the left hash marks inside the 20, gets to the 20. So 7-yard rush from Habeck.
Running hard. Something I like about him, he always falls forward. Something you always need a running backs to have, get the extra yard or 2.
Sometimes that's all the difference. 2nd and 3 from the 20-yard line. Approaching 3 minutes to go. We're at 3:20 and counting. Habeck takes it himself. Stays on his feet. 15 to the 10. Inside the 10. Down near the 5-yard line.
Running dudes over.
A 15-yard rush from Habeck. 1st and goal, MG. And the junior is making his name known.
I like to see him keep running the ball here, pound the rock. It's working right now.
That's what I was just about to say. It's working right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
right
away.
I think Milton knew they probably wanted to run the ball again there too.
3rd time was not the charm. Habeck thrown for a loss back to the 7, where it will be second and goal.
An assist by 44, Kobe Lewis Golden.
Yeah, curious what they tried this time. Still keeping the same personnel. Something to note, especially with Milton putting, I know I said this a lot, but Milton's 5-down linemen, it is really hard for linemen to figure out who to block where when there's 5 guys like that. Usually having linebackers helps, and they've been doing a really good job tonight.
Worth goes in motion. Thompson will keep it himself, gets back to the 6.
Up the middle, the big 88.
They won't quite give him the 5-yard line.
It's harder to run the certain schemes when there's that many gaps filled up by the linemen.
And goal.
So 3rd and goal from the 6. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. MG with all its timeouts, should they need them.
Going forward to the boundary again.
And Habeck lines up to Thompson's left. Thompson with a long count. Play clock is at 10. Checks the boundary. Play clock at 5, 4, 3, 2, and Monona Grove will take a timeout.
Timeout, Monona Grove.
Runs down the clock to 1:31 with the Silver Eagles ahead 14-7, trying to punch another one in before the end of the first half.
We have an exciting halftime plan for you this evening. We got the
Oh, yeah, it's youth night tonight, the John Clement. And yeah, we got the band going at halftime, dance team, so stick around if you're going to be staying on our broadcast.
The youth team gets to run across the field again, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
They let them do that.
That's such a cool moment for those kids, though. I remember when I was in middle school getting to run across. And
well, and,
feel like
then
you're
the
really
high school kids cheer you on, too, which is always a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just to help encourage these kids to develop, because they are the future of Monona Grove football. You stay with us for a couple of years, these guys are going to be wearing the uniforms that our players right now are wearing. So it's a pretty great moment to see.
What I always find fun is basically the 100-yard dash they do, because they'll all race across the field and you see who's the fastest kid in GDS.
3rd and goal. Thompson keeps it himself, finds the hole, tackled just inside the 5. They'll get him to the 4-yard line, short gain of 2. And I think MG is just going to try and drain out some more clock before one way or another giving the ball back.
I mean, why not? You don't want Milton any of time, because 4th and goal, it's the last play of your drive right here. So,
yeah, whether they kick it, try and punch it in, or give it up on downs. They're giving the ball to Milton after this play.
A lot of options from the 4 what you can do here. I've got it. Coach Alberts has been cooking up some nice plays in these short to mid-yard situations. So
we've seen Thompson throw for 2 touchdowns already.
Mm-hmm.
Will he get his 3rd?
Either way,
MG takes a timeout with 44 seconds to go, their second of the half.
And looks like Tremaine is going off to the bench, which made me think maybe get to the running back, maybe D'Lo coming in here.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to congratulate our girls varsity tennis team on finishing the regular season undefeated.
Oh, wow. I don't know if on the stream you guys could hear that, but MG girls tennis, undefeated regular season. Good job by them.
They've been a pretty good program these past few years. I remember they, I think they went 6-0 or something like that at a conference meet.
And really special they could do that on this night with the pink out, we honoring for Mr. Ping, who tragically passed away 2 years ago. Great tennis coach, great teacher at the high school. Really awesome they can do that, especially on this night.
Hans Haffley will kick a field goal, and he fumbled it. The snap was botched. It was recovered by number 88, Jonathan Ballard, down at the 15-yard line.
Haffley making the return saving tackle on that.
Yeah, Milton could have taken that all the way. They mark at the 17, so Milton will have 37 seconds and no timeouts.
That no timeouts is a big key.
We'll see if they decide to run anything or if they're just going to take a knee and take this one to the break.
I just know that MG defensive line is probably so excited right now knowing these passes are coming. Looks like we got Gallagher, Bryden Lynchsled, D'Lo, and Will Kinnick.
Zila back to his right. 1st and 10, 37 seconds, 83 yards to go. Zeal back to throw it. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. Incomplete.
It was Nick Gallagher again.
No receivers anywhere near where that ball was thrown. I don't know if it was tipped or not, but they got Nick Gallagher back there. If he was a little bit faster, would have got the sack, but either way, nice pressure from number 58, 6'3" junior.
I'll tell you what, every time I watch a snap on defense for Monona Grove this year, it always Nick Gallagher is in the backfield, like every single time.
2nd and 10 from their own 17. Zeal is going to hand it off.
It's like Bryden Lynchsled making the play.
Bryden Lynchide takes down Fitzke.
Is that how it's pronounced, Lynchide?
No gain. Yes, I believe it is Lynchide.
Okay.
Clock at 15 seconds. We'll see if Milton is going to run a play or not.
Looks like they're kind of content to...
They might be content to take this one to the break. They get the ball to start the second half. Looks like that is exactly what they are going to do. So we have reached the halftime marker in this Badger Large Conference showdown. Milton will get the second half kickoff. This has been a tight one so far. Monona Grove leading it 14-7 at the half.
Great game. Great game.
Absolutely. And we've seen MG's defense just come up clutch these past couple drives. All that's left is for the offense to really show themselves and put the exclamation point on some of these drives. You know, they've got the sustainability. They can get that end punch there. This is going to be a great second half for the Silver Eagles.
They're moving the ball pretty great on offense. I mean, again, like, what was it? We had that drive inside the 10 and threw the interception on the rollout, and then the botched snap on the field goal attempt. So it's not like they're not getting down there on offense. I think we only punted like on that first possession. So I'm feeling really good about the offense. But I mean, Milton's a good team. Good teams find ways to hang around and just kind of stay in, and suddenly, bam, they're in the lead. So I don't know. I mean, looking forward to the second half. So,
well, we'll hope you stick around for the second half of action. It'll be in about 15-20 minutes from now. 14-7 is our score at the half. Silver Eagles with the lead at the break. You're listening to Silver Eagle Varsity Football.
Out with this whole Roman situation. I hate it.
The 120-member Monona Grove High School Marching Band is under the direction of Kara Collins and Luis Mentalka. Tonight's drill is written and designed by Michael Oz and Kara Collins. Monona Grove High School Marching Band is excited to present their 2024 show called The Music of Queen. Music featured in this show includes Fat Bottom Girls, Bohemian Rhapsody, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and Don't Stop Me Now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Monona High School Marching Band presents the 2024 marching show, The Music of Queen. their middle school colleagues, Sarah Sekula and Stephen Walsh, and all their support staff, school administrators, Mitch McGrath, Jason Finn, Melissa Hahn, and Joe Schneider, as well as all the band families for supporting music. Monona High School Band program features 3 concert bands and jazz ensembles in addition to the marching band. Many students in the band must participate in the local and state schools ladies and gentlemen, it's tough to hold them back. But as you look out on the field from the north end zone to the south end zone, the future of Monona Grove football is on the field tonight. Someday they will be playing under the Friday night lights here at John Clement Athletic Complex, and we like to introduce them tonight. Let's go on the north end zone goal line. Let's hear it for the Cottage Grove and Monona flag football players. Go ahead, guys. Let's see it. On your mark, get set. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Oh, not Ginger? Yeah, you got to do Ginger. It's inside. Oh, there he goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our fifth graders, coached by Coach Ryan Anderson, the Monona Grove fifth grade football team. Coached by Mike Salbago, the sixth grade football team. Coached by Ryan Hodel, the seventh graders. And coached by Chris Ginger, the eighth graders.
Are y'all ready? What? Yeah. Y'all ready to play some football? Suggestion, Big D, let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want some, come get some. 'Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I won't answer now. Who, what, where, why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now. Get on live, but that ain't my style. Now who he gon' get and what he gon' do? Run up on me if you want to. Hot damn pressing his homies. And he done up in front of his mama. I'm up the floor with him. And I kick in the door and let the go hit him. I got food that'll go get him. That's for him and the boo and the dude that run with him. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
Gotta spit it for the murderers and the killers and the thuggers. They be fucking up the ballers and the dealers and the hustlers. Got me coming at you bogus in the VI while they bumping Lil Jon. I'm a Russian. It's a psycho twister from Chicago, rolling with the Miami. Then I crush him. We already be looking for drama. If a nigga try to get into it with us, then we gotta get him. Feeling free from the torture that could never be cured. I'm penicillin. I'm telling you, drink a penicillin. Got me swinging Chrissy and Hennessy bottles in the club. And my thug homies going for the thriller. Don't get it twisted with that overnight celebrity. You better be scared me in my city, in my killer.
We do have a 50-50 raffle going on tonight, so get those 50-50 raffle tickets out. We're going to announce it shortly here. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets out. If you get this raffle ticket number, please just report up to the press box area to claim your prize.
Don't pretend to be. See, I'm strictly for the thugs. I'm for the street, straight out the road. My MO is ghetto, and I don't even need the gas for you boozy cats. I'm straight out the county of Dade. Verified, MIA. You ever come south of the border? First must moan, you gon' get slaughtered. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
Stadium in Monona, Wisconsin. Silver Eagles lead the visiting Milton Redhawks. It is a close one, though, 14-7 at the break. And Max, it's been a lot closer than we've wanted so far. What are your thoughts about the first half?
I mean, great game by both teams so far. Monona Grove, I like what they were doing on offense by the end of it, only punting on the first drive. And, I mean, the defense, they allowed that big run to – was the quarterback's name Keel, right? Or Zeal. Tyler Zeal,
yes.
Big run to Zeal. That wasn't great, but besides that, they've stepped up for the most part. I like their odds going forward, but again, only a one touchdown game. Milton getting the ball, so we'll see. It's a good game. Parker, what are your takeaways.
I've
from
also
the
liked
first
their
half.
offensive production. It's just a shame that they haven't been able to score off of it. I mean, it should be, we've seen them get inside the 10 twice, and they've turned it over with no points. So you're thinking it should at least be 20-7, maybe 24, 28-7. But you take what you can get with a team like this who's 4-0, not ready whatsoever to get a loss tonight.
Yeah.
They're certainly going to stay in this one as long as they can.
Something to look for, at least just from what I'm seeing with formations and what they're doing. Look for them to, MG at least some points in the second half, to attack Cal Worth to the field side, because Milton leaves that field side with not much help, and the way they're aligning, putting them in motion and whatnot, I bet at one point, a couple plays, they're going to try and get them a lot of space over there. So
Milton will receive the second half kickoff. Looks like it's going to be a south to north kick from Jesus Garcia. Right to left as we see it on our screen. And back to receive for the Red Hawks, number 4, Fitzke, as well as
it was like Braden Hill.
Number 3, Braden Hill.
Yep.
Garcia's ready. The Red Hawks are ready. The rest of the Silver Eagles are ready. This crowd is ready, I think.
Oh, yeah. MG's did a good job bottling up Fitzke in the first half. Kind of forgot about his name for a while there. He's another really good player they got.
We get the ready for play whistle. Silver Eagles do the old run-up trick. Doesn't tend to fool anybody.
That's like you do it every time. No one really buys it. But
Garcia back, ready to boot this one away. Here's the run-up, the approach, swing of the right leg. It's a squib kick. Received by Hill inside the 10. Takes it out, cutting right 20, 25, 30, cutting back left. And gets to the 34 before being brought out of bounds by the Silver Eagles. So return of
Nuan Haas and Mason maybe getting in there.
Return of about 25 or 30.
$650 to the winner. The number is
Zweifel announcing the $650 50-50 raffle.
That's a lot of money.
For a high school game.
Wow. Way to go, MG fans, getting that 50-50. Get that price up there.
Zeal is back out there for the Red Hawks. Back switches from Zeal's right to Zeal's left. And on 1st and 10, it'll be a handoff to Fitzke, who is tackled in the backfield. Just got back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, no, a loss of 1, because they originally marked him at the 35-yard line. So back to the 34. It'll be 2nd and 11.
to claim your $650 prize.
Very early on in this third quarter, Red Hawks trying to tie this one up, down 7 at the moment. 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line. Ball's at the right hash.
So going with the 2 receivers on each side wide.
Zeal, a back to his right. Back to throw it. Fakes. Now scrambles up the right hash marks. Makes a man miss. Up past the 40, out of bounds inside the 45. Did he get to the 45? Yes, he did. And he got to the line to gain. The 45-yard line was the line to gain. So an 11-yard QB keeper on the pump fake. And Milton gets a first down out of all that.
That plays example right there. Just how one small adjustment on defense can make a play go so many different ways. You saw Jenner coming in hot on the blitz right away and left the middle of the field wide open. So quarterback being smart, stepping up and getting those yards.
1st and 10 at the Milton 45-yard line. Zeal back to his right, switches to his left again. 2 receivers either side. And Zeal takes. Hands off to Fitzke, and Chase Yinko is going to push him out of bounds. Clock keeps running. Fitzke's thrown back for a loss of 2 to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 12.
You guys do a great job. Keep it up.
Nice defensive awareness from Chase Yinko on that one.
He's a guy who doesn't make many mistakes out there. That was one of those, you saw him in the flat and was like fully confident, at least in my opinion, that there was not going to be any yardage gained on that, seeing him in the open field.
What has he been? 3-year, 4-year starter?
3-year starter.
3-year starter.
All that Sam outside backer position, so he really knows the spot, which is good for the continuity.
2nd and 12 from the 43-yard line. Zeal steps up, takes it, back to throw. Looking deep, fires over the middle, caught, and dragged down, falling forward, number 17, Carson Biddick.
There's Carson McConnell on the tackle.
Complete to the 46-yard line of Monona Grove. Short of the line to gain, though it's third and much more manageable, 3rd and 1 to be exact, with about 2 minutes gone by in the third. So we'll see what Milton draws up here on 3rd and short. One receiver to the right, looks like 2 to the far side.
Motion to the tight end across.
And Zeal takes, is going to hand off.
Oh, Will Knick with the tackle, wow.
Will Knick and Gavin Habowitz giving him the credit on that one. Fitzke dropped for a loss back to the 49-yard line of Monona Grove. It's a loss of 3, results in 4th and 4. Massive is probably one of the best words you could use to describe that. I mean, this is huge if MG could get a defensive stop to
they're going for
start
it.
the second half. They're right on the edge of 4-down territory, so I'm not surprised that they're going for it here.
2 receivers each side, putting the receiver in motion.
Zeal puts a man in motion, looking to throw it, fires across the right hash marks and caught across the 35 down near the 30 to Churchwell. They will spot at the 32-yard line, so pass completion of 17.
Looked like Fowler fell over there in coverage a little bit. I'll tell you what, these Milton pass concepts, I mean, Monona Grove's got a good secondary. They're not always open, but these designs, these are really good. Getting a guy in motion, giving him some space over the middle, because the way MG brings guys across, so it really gives them space and separation. It's very smart play calling.
2 receivers either side for the Redhawks. Zila back to his right once again. Sends a man in motion. That's Hill. Now 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Zeal is back to throw. Scrambles to his right, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. D'Lo Clay.
D'Lo.
Back to the 40-yard line. A loss of 8 on the sack from D'Lo Clay. And with just about 8 minutes to go in the third, it's 2nd and 17.
I probably said every compliment in the book at this point to D'Lo at this point.
Well, he's
nothing else to say.
He's a great player, deserves every single one of them. And the fact that he's a two-way guy on this team as well just speaks volumes. Zeal now alone in the backfield, sends 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And looking to throw on 2nd down, has a man to the far sideline is Churchwell. And he's brought out of bounds inside the 30-yard line to the 29.
It's a lot of yards.
Completion of 11. So that'll bring it to a 3rd and 7 situation. Line to gain is the 20-yard line. Actually, that shouldn't be right. It's the 22. Ball's at the 29. Now the math works out. Zeal alone the gun once again. He's back to throw it. Fires quickly and tackled before the line to gain.
Who was in coverage there? Was that McConnell?
Jacob McLaughlin.
I couldn't see a number.
I believe that's Carson McConnell, yeah.
Stopped at the 25. 4th and 3 from the 25-yard line. Some of the parents right next to our booth getting the defense chant going.
Used to the numbers from last year, seeing 15 at corner. I wanted to say Zach Cadogan on the tackle, but I'm like, no, he's at lacrosse. I see him around sometimes, but he ain't out there now. It's Carson Cottle. So
a lot of the guys from last year's squad are gone, but like we've said, there's so much depth with this MG team. They've been able to fill a lot of the holes pretty nicely here. And we got a timeout from Milton on 4th and 3.
That's big using that now. First half, using those timeouts early, no big deal, but second half, when you need to stop the clock late.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this is a big 4th down. I don't know how many times we said that, big 3rd down, big 4th down, but, like, they do need to execute, but.
Well, we're going to say it again. This would be a massive stop.
Yep.
And maybe it'll work this time.
Uh-huh. It seems like MG's getting really good penetration on the D-line in these spots here. Early on, I mean, obviously a lot of game to go, but.
6:46 to go in the third. Monona Grove 14, Milton 7. but Milton trying to tie this one up.
Looks like Monona Grove potentially going big here. Looking, you got Jacob on Jared Mack's sister in the huddle. Actually, no, they just want to see what's going on. I'm sorry, but I want to say that's a lot of Dean Lyman potentially checking in. But
And they do have D'Lo out there. D'Lo and Will Connect, some of the big names to keep in mind. 4th and 3. Balls to the 25.
Look for some kind of linebacker blitz here between either Jenner, Hobowitz, or Yinko.
Line to gain the 22. Crowd on its feet at John Clement Stadium.
Oh, he jumped.
And somebody jumped.
I think that was
maybe
Nick Gallagher.
a Red Hawk jumped first.
Indicated rule infraction.
No, it's
Yeah.
offsides.
Monona Grove. That's a 5-yard.
So Milton gets the jump gig to work, and they don't even have to try the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 20, just on the cusp of the red zone. Redhawks will keep this drive moving. Zeal with a man to his right. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far. And back to throw. Zeal
He's got a
fires,
guy.
has a man incomplete. That was intended for Braden Hill on the near side, close to the goal line at about the 2.
Better pass, and that's probably a touchdown. He wasn't like wide open, but there was a good bit of separation where good ball and this game's tied up.
2nd and 10 now from the 20-yard line. We'll see if MG can keep up that defensive coverage.
Kind of wondering if Milton's going to start going more heavy pass. Not much going on in the ground game, and they are getting some good air yards going here.
Zila back to his right again. He's back to throw it again. Fires to the near side, caught, and breaking free is Churchwell. He'll step into the end zone for a touchdown, and pending the extra point, this game's about to be tied.
Tyler Zeal.
14-13 the current score. If the extra point goes, it'll be a tie game.
I just listen to you when it comes to talking about how these games are going to go. You're like, I think it's going to be a close game.
Although I think I incorrectly predicted that the Janesville Parker one would be close too.
Maybe. You got it less close than I did, but. No.
Weinert on to kick the point after. The holder is Cole. Snap placement, kick on the way, and it is good. So Milton has successfully gone on a 14-point scoring run, and they've tied this game up at 14 with 6:33 to go in the third.
Took 5.5 minutes on that drive, too.
Nice sustained
Long
drive.
time,
So we'll see if MG can use that offensive power and finally get some points on the board. All 14 of their points came in the first quarter. Unable to put anything up in the second.
Again, it feels like it's been a while since we've seen the MG offense, and it has. I mean, halftime and then that long drive, so.
Like we've been saying, it's not necessarily anything that the offense is doing wrong. It's just those little unforced errors.
Just can't finish the drive. That's half of it. You got to.
Yeah. So we'll see if they can change that. Maybe the halftime break helped a little bit.
Nothing to give credit to Milton. This is MG offense that's designed to get explosive plays. I mean, they are getting some of those intermediate chunk plays, but they've not really broken away for those big 50-yard touchdowns like they do against some teams. So it's a good job by the Milton defense.
Weinert ready to kick this one away. It is Yinko and Gavin Williams once again back for the Silver Eagles. A couple steps back from Weinert. And he'll get ready to boot this one away.
Notice they always line up on their right side hash to kick it off. They'll try to keep it on the sideline.
Weinert boots this one high and deep. Williams going to catch inside the 15. Up the left sideline, cutting right now, 25. Forward progress, goes back a couple of yards. And it's brought down to the 21.
Solid return.
So return of 5-10 yards or so. Just past the touchback spot, and Monona Grove will take over 1st and 10. Jace Thompson trotting back onto the field, as we said before, 2 touchdown passes. Looking to help these Silver Eagles get a 3rd score.
Going 2 tight end. They're also going tight with the 2 receivers, Hummer and Worth.
Thompson on 1st down is going to hand off and stopped pretty quickly. Was Habeck in there? I couldn't quite see.
I believe that was Habeck, yeah.
It was Habeck, and he's up to the 24 for a short gain of 3.
Jonathan Ballard on the
I was surprised he got 3 on that. I thought he was more stopped at the line, but.
Well, that's what you were saying before. He's able to fall forward, exactly. Worth on 2nd down, catches it past the 30 to the 35-yard line or so. Nice completion to Cal Worth for the 1st down.
Good catch and run there, but that play was made by Preston Hummer. Took his corner about 10 yards downfield and gave Worth wide open running lane.
37-yard line is where that ball was spotted. So an official completion of 13 yards. And Thompson's going hurry up. Hands off. No, he's going to keep it himself. Scrambles left on 1st down. Out of bounds just past the 40 to the 44. Nice rush of 7 on the QB keeper. Brings up 2nd and 3. MG trying to push into Milton territory.
Keep it on the ground in the short screen pass.
It's
Just
been
trying
working so far.
Yeah, ease their way downfield.
They saw Milton do it. Monkey see, monkey do maybe. Habeck on 2nd down, trying to fall forward. Gets to the 46. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 after the rush of 2 yards from number 20, Habeck. 5'9" junior.
So they're going 2 receivers and a tight end to the field side, 1 tight end on the line to the boundary.
Ball's on the left hash marks. Thompson, QB keeper, finds the hole, gets the 1st down across midfield to the Milton 45 and inside the 45. There is a penalty marker down, so we have to address that. If it stands, it's a 1st down.
You saw Jacob Bonjour kind of pull Jace Thompson forward. I know sometimes that's a gray area on legality for that. Because you can push. I don't know if you can really pull. Maybe that's what they're talking about right now. Yeah, because it seemed a little late for a hold.
Definitely wasn't in that area either.
I mean, it didn't look like there'd be a face mask or a horse collar, but that'd be the type of spot we would see one, but I didn't see one on that.
The officials are still congregating.
Looking at where they're trying to spot it, I think it's going to be on Bonjour for pulling him forward.
Yeah.
Sideline warning against Monona.
Oh, sideline warning. Penalty, never mind.
Interesting. So sideline warning, 5 yards, but the result of the play is a 1st down.
You know, that's something. They got a sideline warning last week too. I'm guessing it's gonna be a big focal point this week, not getting those unnecessary penalties.
Thompson on the QB keeper, 1st down, dives past midfield again. Gets to the 48-yard line of Milton for a gain of 4. Thompson said a lot of QB keepers this season. Like we've said before, this kid can do almost anything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got legs, he's got an arm.
Great head on his shoulders, too.
Throw is tipped, caught by Hummer on 2nd down. He dashes up the left side. Did he get a couple yards out of that?
Way to make something out of nothing on that.
Absolutely. Up to the 46 of Milton. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. And definitely a much more manageable situation for the Silver Eagles here.
You think about 4-down territory possibly. Maybe you take a shot, maybe try to get the 1st down, but you got options here.
Habeck is to Thompson's right. He's going to keep it himself, does Thompson, and he falls forward, going to be short of the line to gain by about a yard. Gets to the 43. The line to gain is the 42. And we are approaching 4 minutes to go in the 3rd.
It's a fast quarter. And only 2 drives so far.
And they are showing go for it.
They got the 3 tight ends in with Drazen, Blotzen, and Donker's good.
Thompson keeps it himself. Looks like he has the first down. Falls forward, and he got there.
Ooh, not a generous spot, but did just barely get it.
He got to the 42, and it's good enough for the first down. So those chains will move, and MG gets a fresh set of downs. Little scary on that play.
Donker's good, checks out, and Hummer comes back in the game.
Hummer and Worth are wide to the left. Thompson with a back to his right. Fakes the throw. He's going to heave it deep. Has Hummer if he can get there. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow,
Preston
what a play.
Hummer.
What a play.
From 42 yards out.
Beautiful play design with the fake screen to Worth to get the corner to jump, but I mean, what a job to run that ball down by Hummer. Like, initially that ball looked a little bit overthrown, but that's why you have all these fast receivers that are running track and can track down those balls. So, great play and really needed that touchdown.
Absolutely, and Jace Thompson now 3 touchdowns on the day. Silver Eagles reclaim the lead 20-14, pending the extra point here from Haffley.
Really good to see Preston Hummer have a game here. I mean, he's not been playing poorly by any means, but just the offense hasn't really gotten him as involved as you thought he would compared to last year. And it's just really good to see him get this involvement and production in this game today.
Haffley's extra point is no good.
Oh.
Might have gone left.
Appeared to be, yeah.
Silver Eagles ahead by 6. But
So
considering
bad.
what we've seen Milton do, you certainly don't feel safe at this point.
No, not at all. Especially after missing that extra point. I mean, you're up by a touchdown, but you're not up by 7. So really can't let him score.
This defensive drive by Monona Grove, like you were just saying, very well could decide the game when it comes down to it.
Especially these drives are as long as they've been. I mean, a 5-minute drive followed by another 4-minute drive. We're really moving along. So.
We've seen this MG defense come up. They've forced a couple of 3-and-outs here. So certainly not an impossible thing to do. We'll see if they can come up in the clutch once again. Give Thompson some more room to work with. Garcia on to kick this one away. They're going to do their old fast run-up routine.
They're going to do it every once in a while, but, like, you lose the element of surprise if you do it every time.
Now Garcia trots back. He's going to boot this one away for real. Fitzke and Hill back to receive. Here's the kick. Travels deep inside the 10, caught by Hill, running right to the 15-20, cutting back left, 25, tripped up and taken down. No, still on his feet, gets to the 30. A little bit of commotion, but I don't think that ball came out at all.
I think there are people more looking for a late hit. I mean, I thought that was clean enough, but really good return, staying on his feet. MG guys coming a little bit high on that, not wrapping up.
Just over 20 yards on the return. Milton up to their 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks with 3:09 to go in the third. And back onto the field comes Zeal for the Red Hawks. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Handoff on 1st and 10 and met immediately.
Looked like Hoblowitz getting on that.
Habowitz on the tackle, gets up to the 34, does Fitzke. No, they actually spot at the 35. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
This is a big drive for the front 7 for MG right now. After the last drive getting kind of pushed back in the running game, they need to reassert themselves.
Zila back to his right. Sends a man in motion. Hill runs to the far side. And penalty marker flies.
Delay or false start, yeah.
You get a false start on Milton. So we'll go back 5 yards. Back to the 30-yard line it goes to bring up 2nd and 11.
No, somebody had mentioned earlier, this is traditionally a kind of a rivalry game, the old Badger South game. played them a lot almost every year. And generally played Milton. I think they haven't played since 2019, so kind of nice to get this game back going.
I don't know when the Badger Conference switched from north-south to large-small.
Oh, that ball
is tipped and falls incomplete.
Good catch by Coach Beck.
Braden Hill appears to be the intended target. 3rd and 11 after the incomplete pass.
God, I remember that 2013 team. Then a few years after, there were some really big games against Milton at the stadium, like for the conference and playoff games. And them and Stoughton were always, and Juan Keith, of course, always a team. So
2015, of course, this MG squad made it to the state finals once again.
I think that was 2016.
2013 was the championship, and then may have been 2016 with the
2016.
other appearance. 3rd and 11, Zeal is going to throw it deep and has a man down the middle of the field, and tripping him up was number 3, Tyler Donkersgo. Just caught him before breaking free to the end zone. Still a big play for this Milton offense.
That's where the speed helps, but credit to Zeal on that throw. He had a hand in his face getting hit as he threw it, and threw an absolute dart right where he needed it to be.
Reese Jones on the catch inside the red zone to the 17-yard line, where Milton will have 1st and 10.
Looks like they're going with their 2 receivers each side.
Zeal with it back to his right, sends a man in motion, and hands off on 1st down. No, he's keeping it.
Tyler Zeal.
Zeal up to the 11 or the 10-yard line. Rush of about 7.
You kind of tell Tyler Zeal wants this game. He's really stepping up in the second half so far. On the ground, and especially in the air on that last throw he had. You can tell he's a vet and he knows what he's doing. He's a very good player out there. Looks like we got, again, 2 receivers split out.
Yeah, 2 receivers either side. Zeal back to his right. 2nd and 3, balls at the 10. And Zeal is looking to throw it. Fires, has a man, and
did he catch that?
Caught.
I think he caught that.
he caught it.
Wow.
He did.
Heck of a play.
Milton.
Wow.
The reception by Biddick, number 17.
I think that was Braden Hill, yeah.
No, it was Braden Hill. You're right.
Wow. I mean, had to put the ball in one spot for the receiver to make the play, and heck of a play. I mean, he had some separation and coverage. It was good recovery by the MG defender. I couldn't quite tell who that was, but
I thought I saw Donkersgo, but wasn't sure.
This is a massive extra point coming up right here.
This game is tied unless Milton can succeed in this extra point here. It would be their first lead of the day if they can get it. Weinert on to kick it. Snap, placement, kick is away, and it is good.
Wow.
So the Redhawks lead for the first time today, 21-20 the score, though this game is by no means over.
Milton came out to play in the second half, especially on offense. I mean, we saw them kind of struggle to put sustained drives together in the first half. This is not the case in the second. Whatever halftime adjustments they made, obviously working. Executions are the O-line's playing great. Zeal at quarterback is playing great. Receivers are making plays. I mean, obviously MG defense is going to blame themselves for doing that, but a lot of this is just great execution by Milton, at least in my opinion. What are your thoughts, Parker?
Pretty much exactly what you've said. They've gotten pretty close to some pretty important stops here, and then they just give up one of those big explosive plays to the Milton Redhawks. We've seen a couple, 40, 50, 60-yard completions and gains from these Redhawks. If you stop those, you're in a much different situation in this ball game.
And again, I do feel good about the MG offense getting the ball back here, but I don't know, whoever gets to stop first is going to get a huge momentum swing coming their way.
Weinert ready to kick it away. Ball's on the right hash marks once again. They do the old fake run up. And now Weinert will trot back. Yinko and Williams ready to receive. And here comes Weinert on the approach, the swing of the right leg. Boots this one high and deep. Caught by Williams inside the 5. He'll run it up to the 10, 15, 20. and hit pretty hard. Gets past the 25 to the 27-yard line. That's where the Silver Eagles will start this drive.
Had a bit of a lane there for a second, but Milton's got a really good kick coverage team. Good job getting a big hit there.
So Thompson will try and give the Silver Eagles the lead once again. With 42 seconds to go in the third. This is one of those games that's really going to come down to the fourth quarter.
Yes.
We'll see what they can do to finish out the third. A low snap. Thompson going to keep it himself on 1st and 10, and he gets tripped up. No, he stays on his feet. Does he get back to the line of scrimmage? He does.
Good job to make something out of that, but nowhere to go on that.
Milton right on top of him on that one. That may take us to the end of the third. We'll see if the Silver Eagles decide to run another play or
if
not.
they elect to.
2nd and 10 from the 27. 15 seconds on the clock, and they do.
It's got a lot of space.
Screen pass to Worth. Has some room to run up to the 30, 35. Going to be tackled short of the line again at the 36. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Milton 21. Monona Grove 20. At the end of 3.
Okay.
It's a much closer one than we wanted it to be. We'll see if the Silver Eagles can make something out of this drive. We're going to send you down to Grayson for our third quarter update. Looks like he's got Coach Beck with him. Grayson, what you got for us?
Well, looks like the technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties here.
That's a shame. Could have got the legend himself, Brandon Beckwith, on here, but
it's a shame he can't hear you. Those alumni connections.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while, but always a great guy. Good time catching up with him whenever you do. So
we'll just go right into the fourth quarter of action as the student section does our MG tradition, the YMCA here. Would be nice if MG could pull out this one on Pink Out for Ping Night.
Yeah.
Ball's the 36, third and 1.
Yeah.
To start the fourth.
Kind of had a habit of not winning the Pink Out game.
Thompson will scramble up the left side, and he got the first down.
Just barely.
Gets to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 2. Good for a first down.
What was it? 2 years ago, it was against Mount Horeb. Those the night before, Mr. Ping tragically passed. And
no, I think it was the day after.
It was the day before the Mount Horeb game. It was the Thursday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, couldn't quite pull that one out, which sucked. But
Worth on 1st and 10, going to scramble and maybe got a yard out of it. It's tripped up by, looks like number 12, Gavin Cole. Did get to the 39-yard line, bring up 2nd and 9.
Then last year, I think they did Pink Out when they went to Mount Horeb, which I think just want to keep the Mount Horeb thing going, but that game didn't go so well for MG. So,
although they did get pretty close at the end of that one last year. Quick throw from Thompson to Worth on the far side is almost tipped, but Worth able to catch it and get up past the 45-yard line to the 47. So a gain of 8 on that play, and we'll bring up 3rd and 1 once again.
3rd and 1.
We'll see what Silver Eagles draw up here on 3rd and short.
3 running backs, keeping the tight ends. Won't be surprised if we see that T formation coming in.
The personnel is there, but do they have the guts?
Here they go.
Yes, they do.
Going to D'Lo.
And D'Lo able to get past midfield to the Milton 48-yard line. Good for a first down.
Now they'll have Hummer and Worth come back in. And it'll be Drazen and D'Lo checking out, keeping the 2-back formation with Habowitz and Hebeck.
5 yards on that last play. Brings up 1st and 10 to Milton 48-yard line. Ball's on the left hash marks. Thompson with a back to either side. Lines up, one receiver to the right, and he's going to keep it himself. He's tackled for a loss back to midfield.
Nowhere to go on that one.
Milton read it well, and a loss of 2 will bring up 2nd and 12 from midfield.
Hobowitz checking out. Drazen coming back in.
I'm starting to see a pattern on this drive. It seems to be Milton stops them for little to no gain, or maybe even a little loss, and then they get most of it back on second down. Maybe they can change the story here and convert. Thompson is back to throw on second down, going to fire and incomplete. It was intended for Cal Worth, looks like.
He had Preston Hummer wide open downfield. Would have been a walk-in touchdown.
Hummer got tripped up a little bit. He is back on his feet.
So we got Hewitt Mayfield checking in for Zach Drazen.
It is Worth and Mayfield to the near side. And Thompson goes with the long count, going to check the sideline. Beck to his right. Ball's on the left hash marks once again. At midfield, line to gain the 38 of Milton. Here's the snap. Thompson looking to throw under pressure. Fires incomplete. Intended for Hummer. And Thompson under pressure cannot convert. That's a big stop for these Milton Redhawks.
What we say before, next team to get a stop is going to get a big momentum swing their way. That is huge for Milton getting the ball back with the lead.
4th down. And Haffley is on to punt this one.
Tell you what, a lot of resilience by Milton so far in this game. There's no back down, and they're fully confident they can come out with this game.
Absolutely.
Even they were trailing.
Haffley takes it, going to boot it away. And fair catch called for inside the 20. He muffed it, and ball's down. Milton will recover. Fair catch called for and secured eventually by Gavin Cole.
I don't know. They were really quick to call that one dead. I don't even know if he had possession of that. I mean, obviously he recovered it, but I would like to see if Williams would have got a chance to at least wrestle for that one. That was one of those where he could hear the footsteps coming. He wasn't in a great position to catch it. You could see him wobbling around a little bit, but
just a little bit high for him, too. He had to jump up a little bit. So Milton catches a little bit of a breather, and now 1st and 10 for the Redhawks inside their own 20. Ball at the 19-yard line. Was that stuffed in the back?
Was that D'Lo again? That was D'Lo again.
D'Lo Clay coming up clutch. Back to the 17-yard line. No, the 16-yard line. So 2nd and 13. Right about 2nd and 12. With under 9 minutes to go.
So we got
Zeal.
We're going 5 wide.
Sends Fitzke to a receiver slot. And is alone in the gun. Takes, fires across the middle. Incomplete. Was almost intercepted by Luke Schwab.
Hobowitz just absolutely killed Zeal on that pass. He had a free run and just helmet put in. And NFL, that's roughing the passer right there. I mean, I don't always agree with those calls, but that was a massive hit by Hobowitz there.
So 3rd and long for the Redhawks, deep in their own territory. And we'll see if MG's defense can finally come up big. They need this stop. Zila back to his left. Steps forward, takes, back to throw it. Looking, fires across the right sideline, caught up to the 25-yard line, but a couple yards short of the line to gain.
Big
Reese
tackle
Jones
there
could
from
not
Donkersgood.
pick it up. Reese Jones could not pick it up, and Milton is going to send on the punt team. So another big stop, this time by the MG defense. 4th and 3. But deep in their own territory, Milton up by a point. They're content with punting this one away, still with 8 minutes left in the game.
Heck of a game here. Chance for MG to make a drive here. Really close.
Clock moving at 7:50. Long snap. And the kick is booted away. Worth calls for a fair catch, makes it at the 42. We'll see if they give him the 43, and they do. So the ball's caught at the 43-yard line, spotted there, and Silver Eagles have a chance to go 57 yards, take the lead in this one.
Good field position set up, too, less than 60 yards.
Can Jace Thompson pull off his first comeback drive of his varsity career?
We'll see. Now, this is obviously 2 steps ahead here, but if you're Coach Beck and you score a touchdown here, do you go for 2? Do you kick the extra point?
It's an interesting thought process. It's going to depend on the clock, the time on the clock for sure. But I would imagine he tries to go for 2. I think I would in a situation like that. Thompson to throw it on first down. Has Worth if he can get there, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted by Jake Cummins. He'll return it back up the right sideline to the 35-40, breaking some more tackles and gets to midfield.
There is a flag, but that
There
looks
is a
more
flag.
the sitting on the return than on the interception. That's what looked like Worth just couldn't track the ball because more of a jump ball, and he just wasn't in position to make a play on it. Made it easy for Jake Cummins to make a play. He did make a really good play, give him credit. So
we'll see if the flag takes the return spot back a little bit.
That would be my guess.
That's what it looks like based on where Milton's lining up. Maybe an illegal blindside block.
Yeah, good call on that, Parker.
Looks like it. Blindside block on the return, so we'll go back. What is that? 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So pretty similar situation to what we had. What was that, all of 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, last drive, say, hey, just do it again.
Come up with a 3-and-out on that last drive. We know they're capable. Can they come up with it again? Zeal on first down, back to his left. One receiver to the left. He's going to hand off, and Fiske gets stuffed. Back behind the 30-yard line.
Jesus Garcia and
Jesus
Nick Gallagher.
Garcia and Gallagher coming up with the stop. The 29-yard line is where they spot it. So a loss of 2 becomes 2nd and 12. Milton very happy to run down the clock.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
7
maybe a little
minutes to
early
go.
to really milk it, but if they can have like a 5-minute touchdown drive, they would love that more than anything.
Put a lot of pressure on this MG offense, too. 2nd down, Zeal to throw it. Has a man on the far side. And Churchwell with the catch gets a couple yards. Past the 30 to the 33. 4-yard pass completion brings up 3rd and 8.
Now, this is about 2 steps ahead as well, but if you're Milton, if you were to punch this one in, would you go for 2? Try to get up by 9?
I wouldn't see it. I think they just take the extra point, force MG to get 8 on the next drive. Because at that point, the worst situation you're in is a tie, and if you have any time left on the clock, you can try and go down the field and win the game.
True. 2 receivers each side on this big 3rd down.
Zeal with the back to his right sends Hill in motion. That seems to be their running gig, and Zeal pressured as he throws, incomplete. Short pass was intended for Fiske.
He would have had a chance there. There was some, I mean, Jenner was in the area, but if he makes the right cut, he could easily get a first down on that.
Yeah, there was definitely some running room. But another big 3-and-out for Milton. And the Silver Eagles will have another chance, presumably, to get this ball back. Worth and Donkers go back to receive as Weinert is on to punt.
A little bit of moving around by Milton with their gunners.
Long snap. Weinert catches, punts it away. And Worth going to catch inside the 30 or inside the 40, scrambling back to his left 40, 45, and to the 50-yard line where he'll be wrapped up. And another short field opportunity for the Silver Eagles. 6:26 to go in this ball game. MG down by just a point.
I kind of anticipated a fair catch on that. It's usually one where you call for that, but good job by him returning. And he read the blocks. Look at the blockers. They knew what to do. Like, there was a spot where Yenko could have laid someone out in the back and brought it back 15 yards, and he just eased up. And it's good veteran blockers knowing when they can do stuff and when they can't.
MG's been doing a lot of fair catches on those punts, so I was just as surprised as you when he decided to return it. So here goes Jace Thompson once again. Back to his right, 1st and 10, a man in motion. He's going to keep it himself, and Milton defense is right there.
Looks like Gavin Williams in at the Z position, giving Worth a breather. Now he's coming back in.
He was the motion man, and Worth is going to come in to replace him, it looks like. 2nd and 9 now from the 49-yard line of Milton. Silver Eagles trying to at least get into field goal range, but they'd love to punch it in if they can.
Probably 4-down territory here, so that 1st down run, nothing hurting.
2nd and 9, Worth goes in motion. This time Worth's going to take it. It's a trick
Throw
play
back
to Thompson. Scrambles up the left
got a lane.
sideline, 50, 45, 40, out of bounds, got the 1st down. No, he didn't. He did not get the 1st down. They mark him a yard. No, they mark him 2 yards short.
It's one thing Helverson loves his trick plays. You know, about once or twice a game, he's going to try to fit one in, so.
It brings up 3rd and 2 on what looked to be a 1st down carry, but Thompson got pushed out of bounds a couple of yards before the sticks. He'll carry it himself on 3rd down, and he got the 1st down this time. Move those chains, says Jace Thompson. Inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. QB keeper of 4 gives MG a 1st down. 5:40, under 5:40 rather, to go in this one. And the Silver Eagles trying to reclaim the lead from Milton late in this ball game. Thompson, 1st down, hands off. Habeck up the left hash marks inside the 35-yard line to the 34.
Another thing to note here, again, a few steps ahead, but 5 minutes left in the game. If they can score a touchdown, methodically drive, punching it in on the ground, and maybe take another 3 minutes off the clock, that would be huge.
Well, and did Milton took another timeout earlier in the 3rd quarter, didn't they?
They did, yes.
The scoreboard does not reflect that at the moment. So we'll see if that comes to be an issue later on. 2nd down, Thompson keeps it himself inside the 30.
What do you use as blockers? Put the hand on the back and let them push forward and read off of them.
It'll be 3rd and manageable. They give him a somewhat generous spot just inside the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 1.5.
4.5 minutes remaining in this game already. This is one of the fastest second halves I've ever seen.
We are at about 2 hours real time, and Thompson on the QB keeper stopped short. Back to the 31.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, just as you said. And it's 4th down.
Oh, man. Biggest play of the game coming up so far. Wow.
It is 4th and 3. Ball's at the 31-yard line.
Keeping the 2 tight ends in.
We'll see if Silver Eagles can make something happen here. Thompson takes, is going to keep it himself. No, fires to Habeck, and caught by Habeck.
He's got a lane.
He's got a lane. Breaks free to the end zone.
Touchdown!
Does he get there? Wait, no signal
Touchdown!
yet. No signal
No,
yet.
you got it. We got it.
He
Middle.
got it. I didn't see him.
Man, that could have been a pick six the other way. That looked like that play was going in the gutter. Just making the catch. Oh, my gosh.
Max,
that's all you need sometimes.
Shake my hand, Max. You took the words out of my mouth.
That's all you need sometimes, is just a bounce to go your way. And good job by Habeck, just hitting that hole hard, seeing that open field.
And now Max's question comes to light. Do you go for 2?
Looks like they're going to try it.
And it looks like that is what they are going to do. 3:45 remaining in this game.
They got 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, so going to go heavy set.
Monona Grove 26, Milton 21. Looking to the sideline for the play.
They're not gonna
2-point
get a play in
conversion
time.
attempted from the 3. Are they going to take a timeout here? They may be forced
They
to.
might just take a delay of game. Oh, they take a timeout.
They do take a timeout. And that could be big down the road if Milton's able to punch this one back in.
They must really want that too, because usually in that situation, if you run out of time, you just cut your losses, take the 5-point penalty, kick the extra point. So,
what kind of madness do the Silver Eagles have drawn up for the biggest 2-point conversion attempt of the year?
we'll see.
They were,
We'll see.
like you said, they were showing heavy set before the timeout. maybe they change some things up after this conversation here. Milton is back out on the field. Worth leads the Silver Eagles out there. A 2-point conversion attempt from the 3.
They're going with
This
D'Lo
would
and
put the
Lebec.
Silver Eagles up 7 if it is successful.
Looks like same person or same formation, but D'Lo coming in for Hobowitz instead. For
They have
personnel.
Hebek and D'Lo, and they send a couple men in motion before they're ready for play whistle. Thompson takes, hands off, D'Lo.
That's close. I think he's
is
short.
Stuffed at about the 1, maybe got to the 2.
Well, makes the math easy.
Touchdown.
Can't live in the end zone.
Touchdown wins it. Field goal not good enough. 3:45 left in this game, and the defense for Monona Grove has come up big 2 times. Can they do it a third? That is the question we are all asking ourselves.
Man, this game's getting close. Man, I'm out of words.
Milton's already out there. They're ready to get this kick. 3:45 on the clock. We know they have at least 2 timeouts. They may have all 3.
I do think at least if MG can get the clock running a little bit to the point where Milton has to pass it, not having that neutral game script is really going to benefit them. With their pass rushers knowing they can just get after it, the corners and safeties knowing they can just drop in coverage. So it'd be really big to get them down and play at least early. But yeah,
And
a lot can happen.
another important thing to note, there is no 2-minute warning in high school ball.
True.
They added it to college this year, I think.
Yeah.
But
And then
not a thing in high school football, so no extra
Yeah.
timeout there for Milton.
scoreboard does say 3 timeouts for Milton, but I think
We thought we saw
yeah,
a timeout called by Milton earlier in the 3rd.
maybe not. Could just be making that up. But
Garcia with the boot away, going to be caught and returned up the
Look,
left
block in the
sideline.
back.
Breaking free is Fitzke. Has some room to run up the right sideline into Monona Grove territory. Still on his
That's
feet.
not good.
And inside the 30-yard line. They mark him at the 30. I know you said you saw what you thought was a block in the back.
Refs
No
have had a
call.
really good game so far, but I thought I saw Jenner in position to make a tackle and get pushed in the back. So
No call from the officials. That might be, if they have to punch it in, Max, you'd rather have them do it early.
True. Well, we'll see. And Jesus, a little gingerly coming off the field. One thing good to know, I think that's the first time Jackie's had to come on the field tonight. So
That is true. Of course, Jackie Landry, a great athletic trainer here at Monona Grove.
great at her job, but we don't want her to have to do her job.
Exactly. So Zeal going to try and punch this one in for Monona Grove. Back to his left. Hands off on first down, and he's stuffed. Fitzke, nowhere to go. Actually tackled for a loss of 1. So 2nd and 11, ball's back to the 31-yard line. We know this is 4-down territory regardless of the situation.
True.
And
Jackie's
we have a
coming out
whistle, an official timeout for
Now the floodgates come in. 1 injury, and now they just pile it up.
somebody is injured on the Red Hawks. We'll see if we can get a number for you. Can't quite tell at the moment. 3:10 remaining in the ball game. Silver Eagles leading by 5, but Milton in plus territory and 31 yards out from the house.
Getting that stop on first down is massive. Now 3 downs to get 11 yards is not a gimme. So
Not by any means. Especially with defense that's motivated. As motivated as the MG defense is.
yeah.
You know they want this win.
Oh yes. I mean talking all week about how Milton was put ahead of them in the standings unfairly. And the way this game's going, that might not exactly been unfair. I mean, Milton's looking really good, but you talk that talk, you got to prove it. So
Absolutely. I mean, they did it last week against DeForest, the 8th-ranked team in Division II. Did they drop out of the rankings this week?
yeah. Well, they only do the top 10, so.
Right. Red Hawk is still hurt.
The way they're stretching him out, you'd hope it might be a cramp. But the way he's still down, maybe not. Yeah, the way they're testing his knee, that doesn't look that great. But
we'll see if he's able to walk under his own power, and it looks like he is. It's number 7, Jackson Bastian.
Big cheer from the Milton traveling student section. Give them credit. They've been loud tonight, making a lot of energy from that visitor sideline.
Yeah, they did a whiteout tonight for their theme. I think they did it pretty well.
I think they did white lies, actually, which MG doesn't usually allow. But Milton's not MG, so.
So we run the clock, approaching 3 minutes to go in the 4th. Zeal back to throw it, under pressure. It is caught.
Oh, wow. Good play.
Caught by Biddick inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. 7-yard pass completion. No, 8-yard pass completion. They mark him at the 23. 3rd and 3 coming up.
I'll tell you what, Zeal is undaunted with guys coming in his face.
Now 3rd down. Crowd starts to get noisy. Zeal, a quick throw. Batted down, incomplete.
Incomplete, wow.
Carson McConnell on the coverage. And it's 4th down.
Big play. I'll tell you what, I thought McConnell might have come in a little bit early on that last play. I mean, obviously refs don't want to call that at this point in the game.
It's a good no call.
Oh, yeah.
And now the crowd's really feeling it. 4th and 3. Possible game on the line.
3 receivers to the left.
In the gun. Looking to throw. Fires. Intercepted.
There's
a
flag
down. McConnell has it. Running back the other way. Another flag flies. Do we have a sideline? That might be a sideline infraction.
But that first one's going to be a pass interference of some sort. I don't know how that couldn't be OPI the way the receiver was going into him. He didn't even turn his head to go for the ball. I don't see how you could call that on the defense. It might be, though, the way that flag was called.
If the foul is on Milton, it is an interception.
Looks like the defense is coming back. I don't like that call at all. There's no effort to make a play on the ball by Milton. It looked like McConnell was just coming in and made contact going for the ball. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be calling on MG. I mean, it's just like miscommunication. Maybe they're trying to run a rub, but they ran 2 guys into one spot. That's not MG's fault.
You never know. They might pick up the foul. The official, defensive holding.
Well, maybe I thought they were going DPI. If it's a hold, maybe it's valid. Maybe that's why he didn't make a play on the ball. He was getting held. So, I mean, obviously you hate to see that. So, what I'm curious is that second flag, if that's also going to come into effect.
I don't believe it does.
Okay.
Because the sideline warning doesn't happen if the interception doesn't happen.
Okay.
So it's 1st and 10 Milton after you could arguably say they got bailed out, but we couldn't see a hold. Refs obviously have a better vantage point than we do. 1st and 10, ball at the 13. 2:24 remaining in this game. And flags fly. This might be an offensive false start. And it is. So back them up 5 yards. Milton back to the 18-yard line. 1st and 15. On a big defensive series. You stop them here, possibly the game. And they almost did on that last series. Of course, the flag nullified it. 1st and 15. Ball's at the left hash marks on the 18-yard line of Monona Grove.
The 2 receivers on each side.
We're going to reset the clock here to 2:23. And here we go. Zeal back to his right. Steps up and takes the snap. Back to throw it. Quick throw over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Reese Jones. Max, that's one. We still got a couple more to go.
Two more.
Three
more. Sorry, I checked out there for a second. We're back.
2:20 remaining in this game. Monona Grove 26, Milton 21, and the ball. Second and 15 from the MG 18.
This is what I was saying earlier about how that the game script having to go to a pass is really going to benefit the pass rushers of Monona Grove here.
Jones in motion. Zeal back to throw it. Under pressure. Incomplete.
There we go.
Was hit as he threw. Was able to get rid of the ball before he was sacked.
The way we had defenders leaking through, it looked like a designed screen. If he got that off, they might have scored. So great job by Gallagher to get in there.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Now, do we have a marker? They have not switched the down marker yet.
Maybe they're looking to see if he was down first. I don't know. Oh, they're going to call that a
say
sack.
He was down first.
They might need to run some clock for that, too. Oh, no, intentional grounding.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's intentional grounding. That's 10 yards and a loss of down. From the spot. And now they're going to go deep. 3rd and something. 3rd and very long from the 36.
It's got to be like 30
3rd and
so.
33. Timeout Monona Grove, their second of the half. 2:16 remaining in this ball game.
I mean, at this point, you know they're going to have to take a shot or set up a design screen here. My guess will probably try to get a chunk over the middle, just set up an easier 4th. But
I would agree with that, too. Would make 4th down a lot more manageable.
Curious what Klepp's going to dial up here. I mean, it's a situation where you could dial up some heat if you want to on the pass rush, but you also don't want to leave him open deep. As I said earlier, Zeal is undaunted with defenders in his face.
And he's come up with big plays before. So he's certainly capable of making these big plays. We'll see if he can come up clutch for the Milton Redhawks. 3rd and 33. Ball's on the 36-yard line. The line to gain is the 3. Milton needing a touchdown to win this game.
Going 5 wide. MG got 4 on the D-line.
Zeal alone in the gun.
How they're showing a mug look.
Crowd wild here at John Clement Stadium. Zeal scrambling. Fires and incomplete. The intended target, Jake Cummins, number 14.
Be careful, Chase. I know you put the seatbelt on him, but you don't want no 15-yard penalty in this spot.
Chase Yinko could have been found guilty of DPI if he had grabbed him there.
I was thinking more on the celebration. I mean, it wasn't a bad celebration, but you get a ref on the wrong day.
That's true.
15 yards and a first down.
Is it unsportsmanlike conduct automatic first down?
I'm not certain.
4th and 33. Possible game on the line for the Redhawks. Zeal in the gun. Takes it. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Short. Intended for Hill. And the Silver Eagles take over.
Will Kinnick with a big hit as he throws the ball. That's what I was talking about with that pass rush getting in there, knowing they can just put their head down and go. Massive stop by MG right there.
But this one isn't over yet.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
2 minutes and 9 seconds. Silver Eagles will get the ball on their own 36. Milton with all 3 timeouts will have a chance to stop the clock 3 times, maybe 2. We don't know if they've used that timeout or not, but we're going to tell it to you like they haven't. Thompson out there. Habeck to his right. 2 receivers right, none on the left. Snap. Handoff to Habeck. Dashes up the left side. Breaking through to the 44. A gain
About 8
of
yards.
8.
It's massive.
Takes the clock under 2 minutes, and
No
it's
timeout
counting.
called yet, so I'm assuming they have 2 left because they had 3. They would have taken one right there.
Milton may also just be waiting for a first down on this next play, possibly, and then trying to take him there.
We'll see.
Clock under 1:40 at 95 seconds. 94, 93. Thompson back to his left.
Gonna wait
2
for the ref to
receivers left.
Put his hand in motion. There it is. Now they'll be ready to go.
And now a low snap. Thompson and the keeper gets the first down, breaks free inside Milton territory to the 44.
That is
a
huge.
12-yard QB keeper. Under 80 seconds to go, and now Milton's going to have to start thinking about using those timeouts.
Yeah. I don't know why they haven't yet. The clock is still ticking, but
1:05 now on the clock. 1st and 10 from the Milton 44. Down to a minute. Clock still running. And are they just going to let MG run it down? Play clock is at 10.
I think they're going to try and get the stop on first down here and then take the timeouts after, would be my
I
guess.
could see that. Thompson going to keep it himself on first down.
Yeah, look for a timeout
And now
here.
we get, assuming a timeout here? Yes, we do.
Took him a minute. Wasted like 4
Quite
seconds.
literally took him a minute.
Yep.
39 seconds on the clock. Thompson got dropped for a loss. He's at the 45-yard line of Milton. And they have 2 timeouts remaining, says the scoreboard.
Now with the clock under 40 seconds, the first down ices the game, so we'll see. You could almost argue 4-down territory, too, with how close you are.
Just to run down the clock that much more. Well, and then you would force Milton to throw a couple of deep balls. You know, it would be a situation similar to Packers-Colts last Sunday.
Yeah.
But like you said, a first down is what they want.
Could they actually just take a knee here? If we were right on the timeouts, I think
No.
mathematically they could take a knee.
No, they could not.
With a second down? Because they could take it on second,
They could
call a
take it
timeout,
on.
take it on third, and that'd run the clock out.
Well, then we must be wrong about the timeouts.
Yeah, good point.
Thompson going to keep it himself again. Rushes for a couple yards. He is up to the 41. And Milton is waiting to take that timeout.
Oh, they just
Now they take it with 28 seconds to go.
bizarre. If I was their coach, I'd be in the refs here getting every second I can. They probably wasted over 5 seconds these last 2
At
downs.
least 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
seconds there. 28 seconds. Milton with 1 timeout left. Yeah, 11 seconds came off the play on that last, or 11 seconds came off the clock on that last play. Crowd starting to feel it here. We got Highland Schrader and Blake Ziegler leading everybody in the cha-cha slide. I hope we have a camera on that. Max and I can't see the live broadcast right now.
Yeah, Ziggy really gets into it down there.
He's the hype man, as we like to say.
They're taking
3rd and
line
7.
up in victory. Best formation in football. And is a timeout coming? Timeout is not coming.
We must have been wrong about the timeouts. So
What
the
a-
scoreboard was incorrect. This clock is going to tick down all the way. And folks, do you remember the 20th night of September? The Silver Eagles are going to come away with a huge win over the Milton Redhawks. The game goes final. Monona Grove 26, Milton 21. What an exciting finish,
Oh,
Max.
yeah. Great resilience by Monona Grove to take the lead back. And I would just like to say, coaches pull of Wisconsin, this team is a top 10 team in D2, and you better put them there. After beating 2 top 10 teams 2 weeks in a row, if they are not top 10, there's some certain people that in Monona Grove we know exist that I'm not going to name drop on here that don't exactly like some of our people that are keeping them out. So, but they better be top 10 by next week.
What he said. Well, you hear celebration, and it is a celebration here in Monona. A great game tonight, a great win for the Silver Eagles. They moved to 4-1 overall, 2-1 in conference play. The Red Hawks suffer their first loss of the season. They are 2-1 in conference play. This was just a great game all around. Great stop by the MG defense there on that fourth down to win it. And Chase Thompson, best feeling in football, taking a knee to wind down that clock. Any final thoughts for us, Max?
Yeah, great game. And well, next week, Monona Grove travels to Oregon to face the Panthers. And after that, we got homecoming and senior night. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They go to Sun Prairie East next week. I had that
That's
wrong.
right. And then they have Oregon here.
At home for homecoming and senior night.
Oregon here is Max and I's next broadcast. We'll be with you in 2 weeks, October 4th.
Hopefully not our last one. Hopefully we get a home playoff game. So
let's hope so.
We'll see how that goes. But.
With this kind of a team, I mean, I'd have to say they did better last year with a 5-2 conference record, and they got put at a worse seed. So hopefully the electronic seating system, this is of course assuming they make the playoffs, but let's hope the electronic seating system treats them a little better this
Just win
year.
your games, you don't have to worry about it.
That's exactly right. Thank you, everybody, for watching our broadcast tonight. For Brendan Hekimovich, Will Nimmo, and the entire rest of our AV crew, I'm Parker Hagan.
I'm Max Slater.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Good cover with technical difficulties.
I think the camera just died. Oh, or the thing that sends it up just died.
Did they for Okay, I was gonna say
it wasn't an extra. It like died like 5 minutes before.
Really?
I had no signal at all.